so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran fast, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the free, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to invade the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Maxspeed TV.
Welcome, race fans, another episode of Maxspeed TV. Welcome, everybody, to the OP Throwback Cup Series right here on Maxspeed TV. Stephen Lane up in the booth. Got a special co-commentator, a prospective broadcaster, Mike Taldo, joining me up at the mic. Man, pleasure to have you up here. Glad to have you possibly joining our team. But we're going to see how you do. How you doing, buddy?
I'm excited. Thank you for having me. I'm pumped for racing. I'm going to be pretty excited to be calling the action here today on Maxspeed TV.
Well, man, we're glad to have you guys. It's going to be an exciting night. We've got 46 drivers lined up for tonight's race in these new Gen 4 cars after the update. We're going to see how they run. But right now, we're going to go ahead and jump right into our pre-race analytics. Let me get that pulled up for everybody to see. Right now, our air temperature is at 85 degrees, a 66% humidity, so it's pretty tacky out there. A 1 mile an hour wind with clear skies, But the thing you want to look at, folks, is that track temperature. Mike, 124 degrees, man, it is going to be slicker than snot.
It is going to be so slick. It is going to be, I mean, the cars are going to be jumping up and down, side to side. I was talking to you a little bit before about the new update to the Gen 4 cars and how the tires are going to be a little bit stickier. But tonight, with that track temperature, I don't think we're going to see that.
Well, I think with the track temperature being as high as it is, Mike, the new tire model that they have is going to be pretty slick. I mean, it's not going to help them out a whole lot. They said you're a little bit low. I turned your volume up a little bit. Let's see if that's any better.
Yeah, let's see. Hopefully it is.
Let me do this, and as well, we'll give you a little bit more volume in Discord. That should have made him a little bit louder, folks, but we are winding things down and on practice. Let me get this pulled back up. You got to, excuse me, you got to bear with me a little bit. New overlay system provided by SDK and the Nerditudes guys helping me get something going. I think we're actually working on a new overlay format for me, Mike. So we're going to be kind of tied up with that here, or hooked up, I should say, with that here shortly. But again, Mike, glad to have you up here with me. You got a lot of fans out there. I don't know who they are. Maybe you could tell me or give us a heads up of who some of these folks are. But definitely glad to have everybody tuning in, though, buddy.
Yeah, I'm excited for tonight. A little nervous. That just comes with it with the first race. A lot of friends, a lot of family, co-workers, girlfriend. We're here. And if I could real quick, Steven, I just want to give a shout out to the team here at Maxspeed TV. Like I said before, I'm excited tonight. Excited to see the new updates to the Gen 4 cars and how they perform here at Daytona.
Well, I know you said you did a little bit of homework there, Mike. Fill us in a little bit, if you would, on what they did on the updates for these new Gen 4s.
Yeah, so I was seeing that they changed the chassis model, if I'm correct. I know they did the suspension geometry on the new Gen 4s. They want it to be like a Gen 4 car and not like the ARCA series and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see some crashes tonight with the new models showing the bumpers falling off. And that's really it. But like we talked before about those sticky tires being on the track and the track temperature, I don't know how sticky it's going to be.
Well, again, with the new updates and the new Gen 4 cars, they have changed the draft package on them a little bit. The bump draft is a little bit better. The old Gen 4s, you would try to bump somebody, and a lot of times you would lift up the rear end. These here bump draft a little bit better. You have to kind of ease into the car in front, but, you know, again, with these track temperatures at 124 degrees, the slightest off-center hit, of course, that's at any car, truck, anything that you run on the big super speedways and the ovals, it's going to be pretty treacherous. Well, with 2 minutes left, guys, we're going to go ahead and step aside real quick. We've got a OP intro that we're going to play. Hopefully get everybody a little hyped up. But hang tight, folks. We're going to play this, and we will be right back. All right, folks, we are back as we are getting into qualifying. And I believe this is going to end up turning into a night race. We'll see what happens here. If that's going to decrease our temperatures, we're going to go ahead and see if it did. It looks like track temperatures dropped down to 86 degrees already. So maybe a little bit better temperature now that we're going into a night race, Mike.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it now. It won't be so slippery. We're going to see those cars hopefully 3 wide, sticking to the track there. And I'm glad the temperature went down. Hopefully less cautions.
Well, right now we're looking out on the track. Chris Walker out on the track. Stephen Luttrell, Justin Fuller, Andrew Lutz, Jeff Hollingsworth, Brandon Pfeiffer, Brian Elmore, Ben McDonald out there getting his qualifying laps in. Alex Green, Brent Elmore, Eric Laurie, Chad Coleman, Harold Rothery, and Nathan Nixon, Adam Pettit, Daniel Dow, Wesley Donaldson coming off of pit road. Jeffrey Cox, Ross Rawlings, James Durer, Rick Sanchez, Vicente Guerrero. We like to call Vicente No Presta. So that's Vicente No Presta Guerrero. Gary Bergeron out there. Bubba Winningham with Chevyland. Of course, Chevyland.com is our green flag sponsor here at Maxspeed TV. So you'll hear me talk about them a lot, but we'll get into that here in just a minute. Qualifying times should start coming in here pretty soon. Right now, Mike, I'm seeing speeds by themselves in the 180s, about maybe mid 180s. I've seen a 190 flash on the screen there for a minute.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the 200-plus mile-an-hour drafts going on tonight. They're going to be fast out there. And like I said before, these new updates, the Gen 4s, I want to see how they draft with the suspension geometry. I'm excited.
It's going to be good, but Bubba Winningham was in that top spot. Stephen Luttrell right now laying down the fastest lap at a 49.41. A newcomer to OP Racing, James Durer throwing in a second-place time. Bubba Winningham currently in third. Harold Rothery in fourth. Jeff Cox in sixth. Chris Walker coming back out with a 49.24.
Wow.
But Jeff Cox throwing out another 49.24 right there with him. Jeff Hollingsworth with a 49.19.
I was just going to say, are we going to see the 49.1 come out? And we did.
We've got right now 3 or 4 drivers at the 49.1. Brian Elmore throwing down a 49.17. And right now he does have that. Oh, Chad Coleman by 100th of a second with a 49.16. Well, it's 200ths. My SDK is showing 49.16, but my overlay is showing 49.15, so it must have been right there. And my dogs are out there going nuts for some reason. But with 1 lap to go, are we going to see somebody? Chad, he's just going to go ahead and, I think, stick with what he's got. But we're going to kind of keep an eye on this, Mike, because we should be getting close to the end of qualifying with about 30 seconds left. And then, oh, man, Anthony English.
Oh, he blows up a 49.105.
Oh, man. Of course, that's Anthony, though. If you guys have ever watched Anthony run, man, he is always one of the fastest qualifiers that we have here at OP. Just when you think that you've got the fastest lap, nope, Anthony will come in with a faster time. We are checker flag. We are going to go ahead and bring Anthony up to the booth. Mike, give me just a second, buddy. We're going to talk to Anthony real quick. Anthony, man, coming off of what you went through, first race here Thursday night. Of course, we're excited to be broadcasting for you guys, but top spot, brother.
Yeah, we put it on the pole.
Oh, man, we were talking about the updates to these cars. The track temperature did drop down. How's it feeling out there to you?
They're not bad. I mean, they feel good. The drafting, it's still something you got to get used to. It's not like any of the other series. I don't know how you say, you stall out a lot. So it's all about keeping your momentum and not putting yourself in the wrong place. And of course, like every other super speedway, it's survival trying to get to the end, So, yeah, I mean, the car felt good. A little tight in practice, in traffic, but I think with the cooler track here, with it turning into night, and I think most of that will go away. I think that was just a little bit of a heat issue with the tires.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Well, Mike, before we turn Anthony loose, you got anything for him?
Yeah, Anthony, congratulations.
Thank you. Nice having you on board. Good. This is your first night, right? So
First night. Yeah, yeah, I appreciate it. Like we were talking about before about the stickiness of the track, and you just said you were getting tight. How do you seem like you're going to deal with that tonight with the draft?
Oh man, I don't know. I think first three quarters of the race, just mind your P's and Q's. Try to keep a clean car. If it gets too racy up front, I think I'll probably end up dropping to the back. Just want to finish. It's all about finishing if you're trying to do a points run and stuff. But I think it won't be too bad. I think with the cooler, the more it gets cooler and stuff with the transition in the night here, I think it'll keep us a little bit better. Unless you burn through your tires really quick, and then you got to do the last half of the race on one set or something. But
yeah,
I think if you got good tire management and stuff like that, I don't think it'll be a big deal.
That was well said. Congratulations again, and good luck tonight.
Thank you very much, Mike. Good having you aboard too.
Thank you.
All right, Anthony, we'll holler at you later, brother.
Sounds good, Steven. Hopefully we're talking to you again here after a bit.
Yes, sir. All right, we'll get him put back down in there. Mike, we're going to go ahead and get to that's not our results. I want the grid. Starting row number 1 on the inside, our pole sitter, Anthony English. To his outside is Wesley Donaldson. Row number 2, Chad Coleman. Outside of him is Vinny Maestas. Row number 3, Vicente Guerrero and Everett Lane. Row number 4, Brian Elmore, Rick Sanchez. Row number 5, Justin Fuller, Jeff Hollingsworth. Row number 6, Daniel Dow, Adam Pettit. Row number 7, Eric Laurie, Hunter Carlson. Row number 8, Adam Kilday on the inside. Outside of him is Nathan Nixon. Row number 9, Garrett Streets. To his outside, James Durer. Row number 10, Doug Johnson. To his outside, Stephen Luttrell. Row number 11, Ross Rawlings. And on his outside is Michael Madden. Row number 12, Rick Ellison and Larry Eddy. Row 13, Ben McDonald and Jeffrey Cox. Row number 14, Jimmy Reynolds, Chris Walker. Row number 15, Andrew Lutz and Greg Bourbonier. Row number 16 is Gary Bergeron, Tyrone Harris. Row number 17, Nick Wing, Kevin West. Row number 18, Harold Rothery and Jimmy Hop. Row 19, Bubba Winningham, Alex Green. Row number 20, Chris Hoffman and Mark Mann. Row 21, Brandon Pfeiffer and Andrew Schroeder. Row number 22, Tyler Dalton and Isaiah Dupree. Row number 23, Brent Elmore, Bentley Glazer. Row 24, Rick Seabrands, Michael Hopp. I think we already went through this, but here we go, folks. We're going to go ahead, get this up here. Green flag out. Boogity, 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 folks. Racing here at Daytona, Gen 4 style. We are excited to have the OP Throwback Series right here on Maxspeed TV. Again, Stephen Lane and Mike Taldo. I keep wanting to call him Talbo for some reason. I don't know why I want to call you Talbo. I have no idea.
Hey, you can call me whatever you like.
I'm just going to call you Tally.
I like it.
Oh, well, right now, Mike, we got some good side-by-side racing all the way back through the field. Now, the leaders, Anthony Coleman, Chad Coleman, Vicente Guerrero, Vinny Maestas, Jeff Hollingsworth, kind of single file for the top 5 spots there.
Yeah, I mean, who do we got up in front here?
Well, that's Anthony. Anthony up in the top spot still. Chad Coleman in second. Vicente Guerrero third. Benny Maestas in fourth, and Jeff Hollingsworth in fifth.
Perfect. Apologies, I'm having a little trouble with the iRacing going on here.
Uh-oh, is it freezing up on you?
No, it's not giving me the leaders to focus on.
Oh. Yeah, that may be the camera pack. We'll have to get you set up with something there, buddy. But we're back here on Wesley Donaldson right now where our first side-by-side action's going on, Mike. And he is on the outside of that 79 of Jeff Hollingsworth. But he does have the 51. Well, it's showing 51. I'm not sure. I think that is Justin Fuller, supposed to be in the number 3 car. And I think you had said something about them talking about that in Discord. Alex said there's a few people that got number hopped, but it will be fixed next week. So,
I see right now the 11 of Chad Coleman. I mean, he is pushing.
Let's get back up towards the front.
That bottom lane is, I mean, they have a good run going through the turns, even the straightaways. I mean, that top line is just not getting it together.
A little bit unorganized on that top side, but that bottom line really got a good jump off that start, got into that single file, into that draft all the way back to really Jeff Hollingsworth. But that 91 of Wesley Donaldson and Fuller, they're on the outside. Now they got another one coming up behind them. Let me get on my drone cam here. That is the 32 of Hunter Carlson. Trying to get pushed up there. He's got the 77 of James Durer right behind him.
Yeah, I see those guys pushing back there. I'm surprised, and I'm glad to see it. No 3 wide yet. No crazy racing. It looks like we're looking in the right direction here for tonight.
Well, just kind of looking back through the field, I'm going to kind of go back. I mean, it's side by side, pretty much all the way back towards the back. Back here to the 00 of Greg Bourbonier. Chris Walker back here. Chris going up to the high side. Bubba Winningham. That looks like Chris Hoffman. Brandon Pfeiffer. Tyler Dalton. Mark Mann. Andrew Schroeder. Isaiah Dupree. Tyrone Harris just kind of, don't know if he's having issues, but he kind of got out of that draft. And then we get back here to this group. That's Matthias Swank, Everett Lane, Bentley Glazer, and Rick Sanchez. It looks like Michael Hopp showing to be a lap down. And James McCrae doesn't look like he started. 53 drivers, though. My word, what a big field.
That is a massive field. Yeah, I see right now Michael on the 95 car. It says he's 3 laps down.
That would be Michael Hopp. Again, James McCrae in the 35 did not start. So, but we had a couple guys start on pit road. But they should still be in pretty good shape. But Anthony English, man, still out front, getting that push by the 11 of Chad Coleman, the 14 of Vicente Guerrero, Benny Maestas, and Jeff Hollingsworth down on that bottom line. It looks like the 39 of Brian Elmore, Mike, is trying to get in that mix as well.
Yeah. I mean, and they're going speeds right now, the straightaways and the backstretch. It looks like 191 miles an hour.
Well, and as go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I just saw a couple flashes of 194, 195 now as I just said that.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Doug Johnson actually up to 195 with Ross Rawlings right behind him and Gary Bergeron. Oh, we got some 3 wide going on here. That is the 50 of Larry Eddy. I think he kind of got pushed out there, and he is just waiting for a spot to get back into that bottom line as the 3 of Alex Green jumps up there to maybe try to get him in the draft, but we're still 3 wide right here. That is the 33 of Garrett Streets on the inside, Gary Bergeron, the meat in the middle, and the 50 of Larry Eddy on the outside. Now, Gary's dropping back a little bit. Now, that's going to allow that 50 Larry Eddy to drop back down into that second line.
Yeah, I just saw Nicholas Wing, the number 9, he hit the wall back there. It looked like it was on the straightaway. And he is in, what is he running right now? 50th?
He is in 50th right now, but he's by himself. Eric Laurie, though, back here, looks like he is about 11 seconds behind Eric. Or ahead of Eric. Nick, I'm sorry. Eric's about 11 seconds ahead of Nick. But they don't have any help. So, but what the problem with that is, Mike, is these lead cars are going to catch up to them and put them a lap down here pretty soon.
Yeah, lap traffic's going to come in there, and we'll see how they handle it here. You know, with Daytona, it's a wide enough track. They can go up top and, you know, stay out of the way, but we'll see how dicey it gets. If these guys start running 3 wide, it's going to be a little dangerous out there.
Yes, it is. Of course, we got 33 viewers out there, 5 likes, guys. If you haven't hit that like button, please, guys, hit that like button for me and Mike up here in the booth and the drivers out on the track. And if you're new to Maxspeed TV, be sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, let you know every time we do go live. We are 10 laps in now, Mike. They usually run about a 45% fuel. So fuel window should be somewhere around 17, maybe 18 laps before they need to come in for a fuel stop.
Yeah, and that's where they have to get in the strategy of, you know, if there's a caution, you know, do we pit now? Do we pit later? Do we wait for the stage to be done? I mean, there's so much strategy that goes in these races that these drivers talk about beforehand, especially sometimes even with their teammates, to make sure when they're coming out of pit lane, they have a pack to run with.
Well, we're sitting right here. You were talking. I was looking back through the field. We got some 3 wide action as the 26 of Jeffrey Cox is dropping back. But he is on that outside line. Adam Kilday in the middle. And that is, I believe that's supposed to be the 01 of Kevin West, but it's showing the 07 on the car.
Coming out of that turn right there, Jeffrey, he actually got up into the wall a little bit.
Ooh, scraping that wall.
Yeah, hopefully I didn't do anything to him there.
We still got good green flag race. Of course, Anthony English still out front. And that inside line, man, is just... Well, there goes the 70 of Vinny Maestas out to the outside. But he's not going to have any help go with him. But he's got the 91 catching up to him. Now we're going to see if they can possibly get that outside line to move a little quicker. Now, I will say this, Mike, and I don't know if you read up on the rules. With this league and with all of OP leagues. Oh, we're wrecking. We are wrecking. That is 2 cars down to the bottom. That's James Durer. And it looks like that is the 36 of Stephen Luttrell. That's going to bring out a caution. Guys, we're going to take a look at this real quick, if it will let me.
Yeah, it looks like the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds got into the back of him there.
And my... It's not going to let me pull up my last crash. So we're going to have to do this the hard way, folks. If you'll bear with me just a minute, we're on Stephen Luttrell. Let me get
he ended up getting into it, too. He ended up just unfortunate timing there and position. He ended up getting involved in that wreck there.
Well, we are... do you see James Durer out on that outside line? We're going to see what happened here. James is coming up on some traffic. The 17 of Jimmy Reynolds. Oh, both of them coming down. And Jimmy, really nowhere for Jimmy to go. Got into the left rear bumper of James. And that sent him right down into the 36. And you said he got into the wall. He is headed straight for that inside barrier wall. Oh, he stayed off of it.
Oh, yeah, I see that. That's a great save.
Yes, it is. Probably very minor damage, but we are first caution in, folks. And where is... Well, I want to get with our race control, if you want to call him race control, but he is our main race admin for Thursday night. He is the guy in charge of the Thursday night league here, but we'll wait for him to get done with his pit stop. He is down in Team 4. We'll bring Alex up to the booth here in just a second. Oh, he just did a drive-through. So maybe he missed his pit box, but we're going to go ahead and bring Alex into the booth. Alex, Steve, and Mike up here in the booth, buddy. Man, what a turnout for opening night for you guys.
You're telling me. I'm stunned as you are, and the fact we actually had a decent little run there is pretty awesome. It's not what I expected for sure.
Well, you know, we do have a lot of new drivers coming in. Of course, you know, with us being new broadcasters, appreciate the opportunity from Maxspeed TV to OP Throwback. I know we do a lot of the OP races, you know, with the Saturday night and, you know, the Monday night Premier League, but I was not expecting 50. What were we at? 52 cars start tonight.
53 cars, definitely, and that's insane. Yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting either. You know, we had a lot of crowd, a lot of people recruit for us, and that was pretty cool.
Well, that's yeah, definitely. Well, you know, we were talking about the updates to these cars, and also wanted to get your. I didn't get the information before the race started, but. What fuel percentage are you guys running on this league? And
it's a full boat.
Oh, so 100% fuel. What about tires?
Tires. This for super speedways, we're gonna do 3 sets of tires. Everything else is probably gonna be unlimited. We'll probably play it by ear. There's no official limit.
Okay. All right. Well, Alex, appreciate you taking the time to visit with us. You know, Mike, you got anything for Alex? I know he just went into his pit box.
Yeah. Alex, did you miss your pit box there?
No comment.
Right, that's all I need to know.
One thing about these guys here at OP, they all got a sense of humor. They're all really good guys. And Alex, buddy, I appreciate you, and thanks for thanks for having us on board this season.
Man, it should be me who's thanking you guys. You know, Maxspeed TV has been with OP since literally the start. So we're really glad to have you guys, and can't thank you enough.
Ooh, be careful there. These guys are getting a little bit wild there on that caution. All right, Alex.
I'll restart, so it takes everybody a little bit to get used to.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Alex, thanks for taking the time to visit with us, buddy. We're going to get you back down there to your team, and good luck, buddy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, guys.
Steven, that's one thing I did not know. Single file restarts here.
Yeah, it's something new. I mean, most of these guys are so used to doing double file. But, yeah, single file restarts here with these guys. But right now we are looking at Harold Rothery in that top spot. Anthony English second, Vicente Guerrero third. Benny Maestas in fourth, and Wesley Donaldson in fifth. We're going to go ahead and bring up. This is a buddy of mine. Again, I've raced with this guy, and he's probably going to get mad at me for bringing him up here, but my buddy, hey, Cousin Vinny.
Yes.
How's it going out there, buddy?
Pretty good, man. How about yourself?
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Got Mike up here in the booth with me, bud. We're watching you guys. What are you thinking so far with this, with these guys?
A lot of patience, man. These guys are very smooth up here in the front, so kind of laid back. I thought about, making a move and changing up a little bit, but trying to keep myself from getting bored.
Well, you guys are doing a great job, Benny. Good to have you here, buddy. Glad to see you. Good to talk to you. Of course, he, like I said, me and Benny, we have a little bit of history out on the track. Most of it's been good. We've had our little run-ins, but hey, Benny, love having you out there, buddy.
Appreciate it, man. Good to hear you.
Yep, we'll holler at you later, brother.
You got it, buddy.
We'll get him back down there. I'd like to try to do that every now and then, Mike, just get some of these guys some airtime. But the big field like that, like this, man, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I mean, we could sit here for hours and talk to 53, 54 people. So that'll be fun to try to get most of these guys up here and try to talk to them, especially the top 5 guys and stuff like that, see how the track's feeling.
Well, yeah, we're sitting here looking at this number 4 car. That is Cody Eldred, who is a lap down car. Not sure if they're going to let him.
I wonder if he's getting the lucky dog or.
Well, if he would have got the lucky dog, he would have already gotten it.
Yeah.
So he may just be starting. I think that's the rule. Lap down car should be at the back, but we've got some other guys that's falling back. John Mustaine.
Yeah, it looks like he just got an EOL.
Ah, okay. Well, here we go.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Here we go. Pace car dive off down the pit road once again. That's Chevyland green flag. Of course, Chevyland, our green flag sponsor here at Maxspeed TV, back out. That flag man's waving that flag like it owes it money. As we get back going, green flag racing here. Of course, Chevyland.com. And we're already at a caution on the restart. Let's take a look. It's finally going to work. It took us back here to Alex, but I think it actually happened in front of him. So let's go to a far chase. And you can see that happening up towards the front. Let me get up here and see. That looks like Bubba Winningham. I think it started even before that. It happened up here. I see the 25 going around. The 46 was right there. Oh, big shot from the 46. That got the 25 in just a chain reaction. Getting several people involved. Wow. Of course, these cars, even though they're at a slower speed, still do not stop on a dime, folks.
No, and you know what? They're kind of lucky here with the single file restart. More cars could have been involved, but as you just said, chain reaction happens, and they're not stopping.
Very, very true. Well said. I mean, you just never know. Looks like guys may have been, it happens. We most leagues try to get everybody caught up and stacked up, but you'll get that one driver that thinks he's closer than he is. And, it kind of lays back a little bit and ends up doing stuff like this. And I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just calling it as I see it, guys. I don't take sides. I've got friends out here on the track, and I'll be the first to admit if I think it's their fault, I'll tell you it's their fault. So, but anyway, folks, again, what I was saying, Chevyland.com. our green flag sponsor here on Maxspeed TV, Shreveport, Louisiana. If you're in the market for a new pre-owned vehicle, go to Chevyland.com. Take a look at their inventory. You can do everything online. If you can't make it to Shreveport, Louisiana, they will deliver in the lower 48 states. But be sure you go check them out, Chevyland.com. Tell them that if you get in contact with somebody, tell them Maxspeed TV sent you. I know they got Bubba was telling me the other day they got a lot of new vehicles in, and just been pretty busy down there. Speaking of Bubba, he is down on pit road. Sean,
I was gonna say on my side, I couldn't see who was in pit road. I don't know how many cars actually went in there to get a total car count of in that accident.
well, I know James Durr was in there, Isaiah Dupree, Matthias Swank, John Mustaine, Eric Lowry, Chris Walker, Bubba Winningham, and Tyrone Harris. Of course, we got some of our normals out there, William Luttrell, Lorna Luttrell, and then there's Netsby. But we got some new viewers that I don't recognize names. Matthew, if I pronounce your name wrong, I apologize. Vena?
Not Vena.
He's rooting you on. Mike's the best. Garrett Street's out there. Garrett was out on the track. I thought I seen Garrett.
A little multitasking, huh?
Yeah, well, I don't think that's Garrett Street's out there on the track. Oh, Kaylin Thomas. That is, I believe, Stephen Luttrell's daughter. Of course, Shaw, I don't know, Kozer? Out there in Kosher.
Yeah.
If I pronounce your name wrong, Sean, I apologize, sir. Well, Garrett, you need to focus on driving, brother.
Yeah, especially with cautions going back to back. You know, obviously we just see that one with the restart, but some restarts, that's how they happen. You know, people, they're not getting up to pace or they're getting locked up, and that's that chain reaction like that we just saw.
It happens, but right now, lights on the pace car are out, Mike. Sean says, close enough. Well, again, folks, I do appreciate everybody tuning in. Love having our fans out there. We'll try to get, interact, and of course, Mike is keeping an eye on chat for me as well. But looks like Camille out there says that your volume sounds good.
Perfect. Camille, yeah, that's the girlfriend.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
okay. My wife don't ever watch. She usually just in there watching. I think she's on an NCIS kick right now, so she's in there binge watching NCIS.
Okay.
So, oh really? Okay. So, Kaylin is Stephen Luttrell's daughter, and his grandson Mason is watching, and his 7th birthday is this weekend. So we're going to go ahead and give him a special shout out. So happy early birthday from us here at Maxspeed TV to you, Mason. And green flag back out.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, green flag back out once again. As Harold Rothery is your leader. Anthony English right there. The 4 of Cody Eldred looking to make a move up towards the top, but there's Vicente Guerrero right behind him, giving him a shove. A little bit loose. Got to be careful with that. Well, the track was looking a lot better now than in practice. As we look at 81-degree air temperature, 74% humidity, 3-mile-an-hour wind, so the wind's picked up a little bit, Mike, and we're at 84-degree track temp, so track's gotten a lot better.
Oh, absolutely. You know what? I'm actually surprised with Harold there, keeping the top line when we knew the bottom line's been fast the whole race.
Yeah, as we're looking at that top line, that 11 of Chad Coleman, making it 3 wide, as they're scraping the wall. That's both him and I believe that is the 51. Where is the 51? I think that was a missed number. I believe that is Justin Fuller. Supposed to be in the 3 car. But look at this group back here coming up. I believe that is, who is that? Let me get on. That is the 39 of Brian Elmore. The 17 of Jimmy Reynolds and the 05 of Rick Sanchez making that run on that outside line. Man, they had a good run. Got around.
They had a very good run.
Got around about 3 cars in a blink of an eye. And they are, the 84 down. We were right spot at the right time. That's Ross Rawlings having a little bit of an issue there. But he is going to lose that draft with Larry Eddy as there goes the 39. Brian Elmore, Jimmy Reynolds, Rick Sanchez, Chad Coleman, and Justin Fuller. Jeffrey Cox, Doug Johnson, Greg Bourbonier, Garrett Streets, Charlie Woods.
Yeah, I do see up front right now, Guerrero in the 14. He's actually pushing that number 4 car. Who was that number 4 car? That was Cody.
Cody Eldred.
And he's 6 laps down. I don't know what's going on up there.
Well, I mean, he's trying to stay in the race. I mean, each their own. I think if I was 6 laps down, I would just fall to the back and try to hope for the best and to get my laps back. As you see Vicente just right on the bumper of that 4. 79, Jeff Hollingsworth out to the outside with Benny Maestas in that 70. They're going to try to get that outside line to get a run. But, yeah, that number 4, Cody, is kind of, well, I don't want to say he's hindering them, Mike, but he's making it tough for that inside line to get that good run like they were getting earlier.
Yeah, correct. I know from personal experience, if I'm 6 laps down, I'm in the back because you know what's going to happen at Daytona? Wrecks, and I don't want to be up front and be involved in that.
Well, you know, but being up front, if the wreck happens behind, you're going to be safe. As Benny Maestas dropping down, but he is checking up to let Jeff Hollingsworth drop down. As the 80 of Andrew Lutz going to the outside, and that is the 85 of Adam Kilday right there with him.
Yeah, and we got a 3 wide here.
Yeah, that is the 01 of Kevin West on the outside. Anthony English in the middle. Vicente Guerrero down at the bottom. But Anthony's bringing that 7 of Harold Rothery with him. And the 40 of Brandon Pfeiffer as they're getting a run on that. Oh, and Anthony threw a shot into the back of Adam Kilday. And they are hooked up.
Yeah, they're going fast here. They're going down the straightaway right now. And, I mean, they had such a huge run from that big push.
And that's that new draft package with these cars. If you could get right on the bumper and get hooked up with them, your runs are going to be ridiculous.
Oh, absolutely. And it looks like that, what was it, the 7 car. I mean, he was 3 wide, or was it the 07 that was 3 wide?
No.
Play it back?
No, that 7 was out there with them. The 07, which is supposed to be the 01 of Kevin West. They were all 3 wide coming through because you had Jimmy Reynolds, Rick Sanchez, and Jeffrey Cox all right there together. We're trying to keep an eye on all this action, folks, but with this many cars, it's really tough to do. Now, we kind of look back here at Garrett Streets, and that is the 39 of Brian Elmore kind of running, and then right behind them, Chris Hoffman, Gary Bergeron, Jimmy Hopp, Nick Wings, Rick Seabrands, Mark Mann, Stephen Luttrell, Bubba Winningham, and Ross Rawlings. And then back here you got Alex Green and Eric Laurie running together. Then another big group with Isaiah Dupree, Michael Madden, Tyler Dalton, Matthias Swank, Bentley Glazer, Chris Walker, James Durer, Tyrone Harris, and Rick Ellison. And, well, Brent Elmore and John Mustaine back there by themselves. And then you have Everett Lane and Andrew Schroeder. What do you got?
I was just about to say we got a caution.
Oh, man, a big wreck, too. That is a 51, or the 3 of Justin Fuller getting involved in that. Well, let's see if it'll take us to what happened, as we got cars upside down and around. Looked like it started right there at the bottom. Let's go. Where is my chase view here? I'm kind of keeping an eye on, I think it happened right here with Jimmy Reynolds. Gets the 22, and then the 05, that is Rick Sanchez, or 32. Rick Sanchez, oh man, just several. The 26, the 81. We got one up there riding the wall. Now he's on his side. I think that is the 32. If I can find him.
Oh, I'm watching it back right now. Yeah, so many cars involved with that. Especially with such a big field that we have here. If there's even a crash going towards the back of it, there still could be 8, 9 cars involved.
Oh, yeah. Well, it looks like we've got several cars down on the pit road. Jimmy Reynolds is limping it down. Kevin West, I don't know how, but he is making it down pit road with the hood in his windshield.
That's impressive. I've had to do that a couple times.
But Doug Johnson down pit road, Kevin West, Justin Fuller, Stephen Luttrell. Now the big main group is coming in. Oh, we got a little bit of action right there. That was the 51 of Jimmy Hopp and the 1. I think it's supposed to be the... where is he at? My stuff is just moving so fast. That is Gary Bergeron is who I'm looking for. Kind of got into each other coming down pit road. So Willie sends his shout-outs to his pop, the 05 of Rick Sanchez. At Fish on Adventures, that is another buddy of mine, Mike Edgerton, out there in chat. Good to see you, Mike, buddy. Again, I am so happy everybody tuned in tonight. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, I see Matt over there. Matt, we're watching the same race you are, so if you want to just make sure those comments like that, maybe keep them to yourself.
Oh, God.
But we're over here watching it with you, and I mean, a lot of the times too, as you can see with Colin, how many races you have, net coding is a big problem too.
Yeah, especially with the field like we've got tonight, Mike. It is, I mean, 52 cars out on the track. It is not going to be surprising if we do see some net code. Well, let's see. You know what? I think we're going to bring this guy up to the booth here real quick. Another good buddy of mine, Mr. Mark Mann. How you doing, Mark?
What's up, Steve? How are you, man?
Oh, brother, man, I'm excited to be able to call this first race with Thursday night. Man, what a huge field you guys brought in tonight.
Oh, huge. And the problem is when I qualified, I meant to qualify so I would start like 30th, but I ended up 40th. So I am the very last box, and it is going to be rough if we get a green flag pit stop getting in there and getting out safely, because I keep shooting the box even on under yellow. It's so close. I've never had that last pit box, but that didn't work out the way I wanted to on that qualifying run.
Well, Mark, I've got a prospective broadcaster in the booth with me, Mr. Mike Taldo. So he's kind of getting his teeth wet, so to speak, getting his feet wet, getting his teeth sunk in.
Wet.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
you got to have teeth. I don't have any teeth, so it's kind of hard for me to get my teeth wet.
Yeah,
But
it's a little hard out here with the iRacing camera angles that I have going on. I'm trying to keep it up. But Mark, you're over here sitting 18th.
Yeah.
What do you got for me the rest of the race? What kind of, especially with the fuel strategy, and you get, I believe, 3 tires and 1 fast repair. What are you looking at here?
Well, with a field as big as it is right now, I'm not sure we're going to get a green flag pit stop. It's pretty big fuel runs, so I doubt we're going to get a green flag pit stop. I think track position is going to be vital here. I kind of hung out in the back hoping it would be more attrition, but we've had a couple green flag runs, so you're going to have to work your way to the front somehow, whether it be because people wreck in front of you or picking up some positions. That's kind of my strat going on now. I mean, I only have 1 quick repair, and I love to save it, but I think I'm going to have to stick my nose in there tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. How's the? Do you have any damage on the car?
No,
Anything you
she's
could do?
good.
Oh, good. Perfect.
Not yet.
Perfect. Yeah, not yet.
I got the broadcaster curse now.
yeah, he already started it. Well, the green flag's back out, Mark. Good luck, buddy.
All right, brother.
We'll get him back down there. Oh, I think I put him in the wrong room. We'll put him back right there. So, oh gosh. You know, it's
all right. Little hiccups.
Yeah, well, we have those from time to time. But we are back. Green flag racing. Anthony English, your leader. Adam Kilday in second. And Nathan Nixon in third. Brandon Pfeiffer fourth. Wesley Donaldson fifth. Brian Elmore in sixth. Harold Rothery seventh. Larry Eddy eighth. Jeff Hollingsworth ninth. And Andrew Lutz rounding out your top 10.
Yeah, Brian started P1 there coming out, and I mean, he just got dropped back so fast from that outside push.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, but you know, like I said, you got 2 of the better OP drivers right now up front. Anthony English, Adam Kilday. Anthony is off back after having a quadruple bypass about a month and a half ago, and he's back out here racing. But you know, he's a good dude. He's a good friend. And just so glad to have him back out on the track. So, got Dubs, Andrew Lutz Jr. out there in chat. He is another. I'm going to tell you something about Dubs there, Mike. That's what we call him, Dubs. But that kid is a wheel man. The stuff that I seen him do in races, it was always challenging to try to beat that kid, and man, he is going to be a force to be reckoned with as he grows and gets more experience in iRacing.
Yeah, so he's the opposite of me.
Well,
Opposite of me if he's a good racer.
I mean, I claim to be a driver, but I'm going to tell you something, folks. When you're running against guys like that, these guys out here on this track right now, it is not easy. I was on iRacing, Mike, for probably about a year and a half, and I've only got 1 win in iRacing, and that was on our Wednesday night OP league. And I was just lucky at that time because it was a netco between me and the guy I was pushing. Well, really not between us. It was between him and the car to our outside. But it got him caught up, and they went high, and I was just in the right spot at the right time and ended up getting the win. But it's not easy, especially with these guys who most of these guys, Anthony, Adam, just kind of looking through the field. Rick Seabrands, let's see, Stephen Luttrell, Mark Mann, Gary Bergeron, Bubba Winningham. You know, a lot of the original OP guys, Andrew Schroeder, Vicente Guerrero, Everett Lane, a lot of those guys, Sanchez, Green, Johnson, Reynolds, they're all super speedway guys.
Yeah, and that's how you put it before, was right place, right time.
Exactly.
Especially when the last, 3 to go, they're racing super hard. If you're in the right place at the right time, you can miss that wreck and take first. I mean, you're happy, especially if you're running back there and you know you're not as good as the guys in front of you.
Well, it wasn't that it wasn't as good as the guys, but we were. It was white flag, and we're wrecking already. Looking back here, trying to catch it. That's Chris Walker around. It looks like Bubba Winningham, and the 36 of Stephen Luttrell hard backwards to that inside wall, but no yellow flag.
Yeah, that's surprising.
I am shocked. Now, we got 2 cars with a lot of damage. Stephen Luttrell, damage on the back end of his car, and the whole front clip of Chris Walker's car is gone.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there with the caution knock. There it is. There's the caution.
Caution.
I knew it was going to come out.
Caution finally came out. We're going to go ahead and take a look
we're wrecking
here.
even more.
Oh, they're wrecking again.
Yeah, we have a secondary wreck going on now.
Let's see if it will show it. That was Bubba Winningham, Eric Laurie, the 26. That is, who is the 26? I think that's one of our off numbers. But Matthias Swank involved.
Yeah, it looks like the 37, the 071, and the 66 got involved there.
Well, let's go back here. The 071 is Eric Laurie. As we're taking a live rewind here, well, that is the 45 down on the apron, but I see a car sideways up ahead of them. Let me get up here. That's the 47 of Chris Hoffman.
It looks like they also, the 34, is that Charlie Woods? Yeah, it looks like he had to go all the way down to the apron, onto the grass.
That was the 25, Bentley Glazer, coming up through the middle and got collected with the 47. I think that's what initially started that contact and caution. And then I think it just kind of went downhill from there.
Yeah, I still see Eric in that 070 Wood with that hood. I don't know how he's seeing right now going down pit lane.
That is the 37. And then Eric Laurie, yeah, he did hit Bubba pretty hard there. Ooh, Harold Rothery getting a piece of it as well. We'll get back live here. We'll see. We're on Chris Walker. He is down on pit road. Of course, everybody coming down pit road. Larry Eddy, Alex Green, Eric Laurie, Rick Ellison, Chad Coleman, Rick Sanchez, Stephen Luttrell, Tyrone Harris coming off of pit road. That's the 37. It's Tyrone.
Yeah, and it still looks like you got Anthony English there sitting. He didn't pit as far as I saw. He's still out there. P1. Adam Kilday, 2. And those are the guys you were talking about, those really fast guys, and they have experience.
Yes, especially at the super speedway. Hey, Moose Pie out there. Good to see you, Moose Pie. Hey, Andrew Dubs, buddy, I've got to give credit where credit's due. I mean, I just speaking the truth, man. Like I said, trying to beat that kid, Mike, was just dang near impossible. I think I may have only finished maybe 1 or 2 races ahead of him. That's because he got caught up and got put laps down, but he was still trying to get his laps back by passing everybody. But
Yeah, I gotta say, for me, I only have 1 win with the officials. My first win came with the Legacy Gen 4 Cup, and that was at Talladega.
which is a tough track to get a win at, by the way.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
So, well, let's do this, Mike. We're going to go ahead, since we still have the lights just went off on the pace car. I think they are coming into turns 1 and 2. So we're going to go ahead and, well, we're going to jinx this guy, another good buddy of mine, Jeff Hollingsworth. Buddy, how you feeling?
Hey, Steve. What's crapping?
About the same, dude. About the same. How you feeling out there tonight?
First off, I have to say I like this new Gen 4 better than the old one, and I'm having fun. And this is a new format for us, having the lap cars on the inside and single file starts. But I'm having a good time. I led a lap, and I got 8 other people in here with me that'll help me if I need it, and that's all there is to it, man. How you doing?
Oh, we're doing pretty good. Of course, we got a new broadcaster trying out with us, Mike Taldo. We calling him Tally, so.
Well, we're
How you
picking
doing,
Joe
Jeff?
Green. Say hey to Josh.
Yeah.
Shout out to Josh for us. Much love, brother.
All right, brother.
And thanks. I can't wait to watch the replay of this, bud.
All right, buddy. We'll see you later.
See ya.
Well, one
I
thing
know a lot of guys we're going to bring up here are going to talk about that single file restart, and that's why, because the lap cars down, they're going to be on the inside.
Yes. And that's just something a little bit different that they do, especially on Thursday night. So we'll see what happens. Pace car dives off down to the safety of pit road. That flagman's got that Chevy Land green flag in his hand. Fixing to beat that thing like it owes him money. Here we go, back green flag racing. Once again on the loud pedal. Anthony English getting that good jump on that outside line. Just trying to get out ahead of that lap traffic. But he's going to drop.
Looks like Adam's coming right up there, and dropping right behind. And
Ooh, almost across the nose of Doug Johnson. Now, Doug is the first car a lap down. He doesn't have to give up his spot. I mean, he's trying to race. So he is not he's not required to let the leaders down in front of him. You know, it's still on those guys to make sure they pass clean, Mike.
yeah, that's it. You know what? I actually like it. It's interesting. It keeps them still in the race. And even though their laps down, anything could happen, and they could be right back up there getting their laps back.
Well, looking on that outside, that is the 92 of Nathan Nixon. He's got the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds behind him. Now, Jimmy Reynolds is a lap down car. Ooh, the 51.
Now, are they teammates?
The 51, or actually it'd be the 3. Where'd he go? That is Justin Fuller. Was up into the wall. End up dropping it down. He is going to have some damage from the looks of it. And the caution has come out. Where did the
now,
caution?
was that due to him?
I don't know if it was or not. I'm on him right now. Let's see. Jimmy Reynolds, let's take a look here. It's not going to let me look at this. I'm not sure what that caution was for. I didn't see anybody.
No, I didn't see anyone either, and I was following the crashes here on iRacing, and I didn't see anything.
Ooh, Hunter Carlson is blinking out.
Yeah, unfortunately on my end, when I'm trying to go back on the crashes, unfortunately when I focus on them, it just it totally doesn't want to go in reverse.
Well, we'll have to. I'll get with you on that. There's some hotkeys that you can set up, and I use when I do a live rewind. I have a Stream Deck that I use, so I have all of my Stream Deck set up with where I can switch cars and do a frame by frame and fast forward, rewind, all that good stuff, go live.
Yeah. It does look like the race leader, Anthony English, he is pitting here. He didn't pit last time, and it looks like he's not getting any tires, just some fuel, and he's taking off.
Yeah, Adam Kilday as well. Nathan Nixon. Looks like Wesley Donaldson coming off of pit road. Jimmy Hop, Brandon Pfeiffer, Rick Seabrands. Everett Lane down on pit road. Eric Laurie, Brian Elmore, Rick Sanchez, Mark Mann. And everybody is kind of hopping around. Matthias Swank, John Mustaine, Ross Rawlings, Harold Rothery, Bubba Winningham, all down on pit road. It looks like we have lost. It looks like Jeffrey Cox may be out as well. Looks like Jeffrey has taken his car behind the wall.
Yeah, he's 5 laps down, I would say so.
Well, right now, folks, Vinny Maestas is your leader. Vicente Guerrero in second. Jeff Hollingsworth in third. Andrew Lutz in fourth. Greg Bourbonier in fifth. Tyler Doughton sixth. Ben McDonald in seventh. Andrew Schroeder in eighth. Gary Bergeron ninth. Bentley Glazer in 10th.
Yeah, and it looks like Doug Johnson's going to be your first one up there with them. He's a lap down.
Well, I'm looking at several cars here still down on pit road. Matthias Swank is coming off of pit road. So is John Mustaine and Bubba Winningham. So we'll see what happens. Right now, Justin Fuller is the only other one staying down on pit road. It looks like he may have called it. Nope, he is moving now. So
Yeah, and Doug Johnson, he did just get the wave around, so he is the lucky dog. He'll be back on the lead lap.
yeah, it looks like Michael Hop may be the first car a lap down now, or have laps down. Nope, Michael is on the lead lap. So Justin Fuller will be your first car that is a lap down. Cody Eldred is up front, though. So we should see these guys catching up to the field. And that is Bubba Winningham and Michael Hop, or Justin Fuller.
Yeah, I love that Valvoline paint scheme that he's got going on in the 95 car.
The 95.
That's Michael Hop.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's.
I was trying to look back before and trying to see if there's going to be any throwbacks with this Gen 4 car. I love paint schemes. Love going on there and checking out all the old ones as a Kevin Harvick fan.
I want to say the 95, the Valvoline may be an old Mark Martin car.
Yeah. I was hoping to see the old 29 car out there. See paint schemes on there for this car, and I was hoping to see it, but I don't see any old ones. I also don't see any old Jeff Gordon.
Nope. Well, here we go. Coming to the Geico restart zone once again. Chevrolet green flag back out. I'm back on the loud pedal once again, folks. We are lap 48 of 100. This Benny Mayes is getting a good run to the outside with Vicente Guerrero. I kind of left Jeff Hollingsworth, and we got a caution already.
Yeah, I'm trying to see here what happened. I was watching the front of the race, didn't see anything up there.
Well, it actually stopped. The first one was Jimmy Reynolds. Looking to see what happened. Did he get... Oh, it's a checkup. That is the 03. And let's take a look. Let me get over here on a far chase. It looked like a big checkup happened. Oh, it happened right up towards the front. Let me get up there if I can find that car.
And it does look like they are going to be changing it instead of single file. We're going to be going double file next restart.
Okay. Well, that is the 03 of Rick Seabrands. Oh, the 071. Rick checked up for the field. 071 right into the back of him. And that just collected Jimmy and Adam, Anthony English, Doug Johnson. So, yeah, that collected a lot of them. And looking back through here, looks like Rick Seabrands, Anthony English, Adam Pettit.
Yeah, I'm over here trying to follow along. Like I said, it's tough out here.
Yeah, with this many cars, it's not. As the 51 comes screaming by, got the lucky dog. That is the 3 of Justin Fuller. Looks like he will be back on the lead lap. Now they only get one fast repair.
Yeah, one fast repair. They got 3 sets of tires.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Belva. Belva Felt's another one of our longtime viewers out there in chat. Good to see you. And the Dubs in the area of Daytona are your house.
Yeah, he said there's rain in the area. Yeah, Matt said whole lot of cautions going down. Well, as expected at Daytona, everyone's trying to go fast, trying to get up there, as we just saw checkups happening, and there's going to be a lot of cautions going down. Do we have a caution count?
I do not with SDK. Now with ATBO, we did have a caution counter, but just off the top of my head, I think that was our 7th caution so far.
7. Yeah, if anyone out there in the chat, if they were counting along, I think it is 7 too, 6 or 7. A lot of early cautions after restart.
And that's where most of them come from. I mean, we've had a couple, and I didn't even think to ask Alex about stages.
That's another thing, yeah.
Let's see here. Let me look this up real quick. If this, thank goodness it didn't pop up in the middle of the. Matthew says 5 since lap 38.
Wow. And we're on, hopefully I'm not mistaken, but we're on lap 50 right now.
51.
51, so we're officially over halfway. Because this is a 100 lapper, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm kind of
Over
looking.
halfway. 7 cautions for my iRacing standards. That's not too bad.
That
with
is
this big of a
not,
track.
That this many cars in a field. I do not think they run stages. I don't see anything about stages, and they're using the point system. I want to say from the traditional NASCAR style points format. So
Yeah, I was looking before. First place gets 175 points. Second place 170, and then each position down is, obviously going to be 5 points off of that, -5, and then leading a lap is +5, and leading the most laps is going to be another +5. So we'll have to see our point standing after this for the first race of the season.
yeah, we'll have to. We will. I'm kind of curious to see as well. Of course, they get 2 bonus points for no incidents, or what we call a 0x. But I don't know if there's going to be too many of those tonight.
I was going to say.
So we'll see what happens as we get ready to go back green here. Mike, pace car will dive off down to pit road. As we look from the starter cam, you see that green flag is up in the air. They will hit that Geico restart zone, and that Chevy Land green flag will start waving. And a little late on the wave, but hey, green flag racing though, nonetheless. As Hollingworth does drop it straight down to that inside line. Right behind him is the 00 of Greg Bermanier. Andrew Lutz to the outside with the 19 of Tyler Dalton.
It looks like the 48 and the 33 were just bumping back there a little bit. They were getting into it as everyone was dropping back and trying to figure out what lane they were going to choose.
Yeah, we're almost 3 wide, but they kind of got it back down. That is the 41 of Michael Madden. He is still looking at the middle, but with no help, I just don't see that run happening.
No, you got the sucker hole there, and you're a sucker if you're in the sucker hole.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody would want to run 3 wide. Ooh, Alex with the big wiggle. I mean, he keeps peeking out there like he wants to go, but he's losing momentum in that corner, having to drop it back down.
It looks like Garrett Streets in the 33 car. He was 3 wide. He's up on the top. He was bumping up on that safety wall. He's still 3 wide.
Yeah, he is up there. Got Andrew Schroeder in the middle and the 50 of Larry Eddy. Of course, I should be rooting for him. That is actually the car number that I run. A funny story about that. I started running that number. I was a police officer for 13 years. So I was like, I'm just going to run the 5-0.
The 5-0, yeah. That makes total sense. I like that, though. It's different. You don't see a lot of cars running the 5-0.
No, and when me and my brother both were running dirt track cars, he ran the 50. Oh, they're scraping the wall. They are door banging back here.
It looked like they were trying to get that middle lane going, and it's not happening.
Well, if you're by yourself, it's not going to happen. As Stephen Luttrell's down on the inside, but again, Garrett Street's on the outside. Oh, big checkup, the 81 back here in the back. Looked like the 81 may have been the 91. Yeah, the 91 getting tagged, and that's going to bring out another caution as guys are limping it down pit road. Got a couple cars back here tangled up with each other. I believe that is Brian Elmore and the 77 of James Durer.
And another instance of cars having that run, and the cars don't stop, and they just check up, and that's see you later.
Yeah, that was the 91 of Wesley Donaldson. We're going to get this rewound here a little bit. And the 47, I believe that is Chris Hoffman. Let's get on a quick chase view here. you were talking about them door banging back here in the back, Mike. I believe that's what we were kind of having happen here.
Yeah, as you can see, he's in the sucker hole there, and when you don't have a line that's formed and you guys are kind of 3 wide there, that draft's going to get in between you guys, and you guys are going to start to lose it, especially here at Daytona. Even though it's a wide track, you guys can get real close real quick.
Well, you can see the 91 kind of looks like he kind of comes up a little bit. Camille.
It doesn't look like they touch in the beginning.
No, they're just right side by side. And then right here, the 91 starts to come up. The 47 starts to come down. I mean, to me, that's kind of just a racing deal. They both meet in the middle and get kind of tied together. The 24, who is the 24? That is John Mustaine. Comes in and just right into the back of the 91. The net codes through the 49. I'm trying to see. That is Adam Pettit. And then the 32 gets caught up in that. I believe that is Hunter Carlson. And of course, it was just a pile up. Doug Johnson, the 47, Anthony English, Mark Mann, Eric Laurie. I mean, it just caused a big mess right there.
Yeah, and it's not even like they were racing for position. They were just racing to stay up there with everyone. And like you said, unfortunately, they just got into each other. And then you see this big chain reaction of everyone piling up. I can see right now, looking back, I mean, maybe a dozen cars getting into that.
Mm-hmm. Camille out there, 5-1-5-0. Somebody call the Popo. That is, oh, man.
Yeah, someone's got to call the Popo on her after that.
You might be sleeping on the couch, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, my buddy, good friend of mine, Eric W., one of our moderators coming in. Just hiding in the shadows, you little ninja. Eric has done several paints for me, Mike. He done a Looney Tunes paint on one of my trucks, and oh, dude, it was awesome. Everybody loved it. But
that's one thing about me. I love good paint schemes. Man, I could sit there on trading paints, and I can look for hours on there to try to find out which one I'm going to use, and I can never make up my mind. So every week I'm switching it between the oval and the dirt oval. I'm always changing them up.
Well, I try to paint my own, and I just couldn't never. And I try to use Trading Paints Pro, so that's how I was making my paint schemes. But these guys like Eric that uses Photoshop or something like that, that's a special skill. And unfortunately, I don't possess that ability.
No, me neither. I wouldn't be able to make a car if my life depended on it.
Well, looks like we have lost several other drivers. Rick C. Brands is out of the race. Jimmy Reynolds down on pit road once again. Jeffrey Cox out of the race. Cody Eldred is out. Chris Hoffman's down on pit road, as well as Doug Johnson. And it looks like maybe Brian Elmore has took his car behind the wall.
Yeah, it just said he manually disconnected, so he's going to be done for the race. I love every time there's a caution, he says compassion, love, understanding. That's what pops up in the iRacing chat here.
Camille says, yep, you're sleeping on the couch, sir. Get him, Camille.
Yeah, Chris.
You need to read what she said. You are in big trouble, sir.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, but Chris said, thanks for the opportunity, guys. I'm done for the night. Car's dead. Went from 50th. It looks like he said went from 50th to 16th, but got hit. Happened. See ya.
Oh, man. I hate to hear that. It's a green flag. Chevrolet green flag back out once again. We are double foul on the restart, so I guess they decided that like you said, the single file wasn't working out for them very well.
No, especially if you have a lap car on the outside of you, and I mean they have damage. It's going to be hard to get a run if you're trying to drop bottom lane for position. But as you can see, 3 wide here up in front.
Yeah, that's Andrew Lutz going to the outside in that 80 machine, but he is finally getting some help. But they're not getting enough momentum as the, I believe that was the 86 of Isaiah Dupree looking to the outside as well. Looking back through the 81 of Daniel Dow, Ben McDonald in second. Jeff Hollingsworth leading this group right now. Yeah, Dubs, that was a risky move, but, you know, look at that outside line, though, now, Mike. You got Isaiah Dupree, Andrew Lutz. That is the 19. I'm not sure who.
They're looking fast.
That's Tyler Dalton.
Yeah, they're coming up outside now. They're going to be catching the 61 as they finally do. Let's see if they can get some momentum here. As we're 3 wide in the back, the 48's in the middle.
48, that is Andrew Schroeder. Back here in the middle, that's Stephen Luttrell at the bottom, Schroeder in the middle. The 34, Charlie Woods to the outside, and here comes the 40 of Brandon Pfeiffer. A 41.
I can't wait to see a 3 wide push, 5-6 cars deep. Hopefully at the end of this race we're going to see that.
We will definitely see that as we are 60 out of 100. And we are 3 wide back up to the front. Andrew Lutz looking to drop it back down to the middle. Got the 19 of Tyler Dalton right behind him. Unfortunately, Isaiah Dupree is losing spots. But the 48 of Andrew Schroeder does catch up to him, and Andrew's blinking out.
Yeah, I want to watch that a little bit. I think there might be some trouble back there with him blinking out.
Oh, got several people blinking out. That, of course, that could be. I hope it ain't mine.
No, I see it on my end too. Here.
Okay.
You got to think too with these iRacing servers. You know they're very good, but when you have these many cars, and look at, we got another caution coming out.
Yes, we do. We're going to try to take a look and see what brought out that caution. That took us back here. And, oh, right there of James Durer. And that is the 10. I believe that is Everett Lane. We see what happens here. We'll get on a far chase. James Durer's up on that high side. And he comes down. Unfortunately, was not clear. And comes down right into that 10 of Everett Lane. Everett hard into that outside wall.
Yeah, that had to ring his bell a little bit.
Ooh, you know that had to hurt. As his wheel goes flying across the top of James's car and then out onto the racing surface.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate for him there.
Yes,
wow,
it
and he
is.
gets right up on that safety barrier right there. He was riding it for a little bit.
Yes, he was. And unfortunately, I don't know if he has used his fast repair or not, but that's definitely going to hurt Everett as he is trying to make it back around. Did his wheel jump back up on his car?
I think it did. I think
it did not.
No? Oh man.
He is driving that car around the track without a right front wheel.
That's dedication right there. That's trying to. He must have a fast repair.
He must have, because he is scooting around there trying to make it back. Excuse me. Making it back to the pits without having to tow. Because unfortunately, when you tow on this track, it's like a 5-minute tow.
Yeah, and those are the worst to see, and even worse when you pull into your pit box and you sit and your spotter goes, well, that's the end of the race for you. Too much damage.
Yep. It's unfortunate, unless you got a fast repair.
Yeah, and like you said here, you only get one, and that's it.
We'll see what he does here. We'll keep an eye as they are sharing pits, guys. You see him in that pit box with the 25. There's just so many cars, they got to share pits. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like he has a fast repair.
No, I just saw the tires going up on the side, and I was like, oh.
Jimmy Reynolds, he is still down on pit road. Let's see, where is...
Yeah, I'm trying to look to see here now where everyone's filing out after going into the pits.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Everett may be done for the night. I'm kind of not seeing any movement around his car, so he may have already used his fast repair.
Yeah, I think so. Probably be sitting in there for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
Which is never good. I know that feeling. You're just sitting there and, in your head thinking, do I sit here and, hope for a caution, hope for a lucky dog to get past through, hope to get back on the lead lap, and it's all hopes at that point, unfortunately.
And at that point, you're absolutely right. Well, let's see. Let's see. Is he out on the track? Let me see what lights just went out on the pace car. But we'll try to get this guy real quick up here to the booth. Take a visit with him. Tyler Dalton, Steve up in the booth. Got a copy there, buddy?
I got you.
Hey, man, pretty rough out there right now. How's things feeling to you, bud?
Well, I felt like an idiot. I went out there and started my qualifying lap too late. I normally pride myself in qualifying, so we had third in the back, and yeah, it's been a little hairy. Always going to have that first race of the season, but we're up front now and see if we can keep it up there. Still got the fast repair in the pocket if we need it. So, well,
you guys pretty big field for opening night. I didn't think even Alex said he didn't expect this many drivers, but opening night, just great turnout for you guys. Of course, we're new broadcasting to the OP Thursday nights, but definitely glad to be here. Glad to visit with some of the new guys, some of the guys we don't really haven't had a chance to visit with, but the awesome job that you guys are doing out there trying to keep it as clean as you can, bud.
Thank you.
We'll get you back down there. There we go. We'll try to get that done pretty quick there, Mike. These guys are fixing to go back green. Harold Rothery right now is your leader. Alex Green out there in second. John Mustaine third. Larry Eddy fourth. Ben McDonald rounding out your top five. Now the guys that was up front, like Jeff Hollingsworth, falling back to 12th position, 11th position.
Yeah, and Tyler Dalton that we were just talking about, he's sitting at 8th with a fast repair still, which is always good to have, especially with the green flag starting here.
Yep, pace car down to the safety of pit road. Green flag in the air. Chevy Lane green flag back out once again on the loud pedal as we get going here. Lap 65 of 100. It's going to start going by pretty quick. I think these guys are, well, I say that. I think we're getting down to the wire. These guys will start making some pretty aggressive moves.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting a little wobbly on that top lane.
I was looking at Rick Ellison in the 45. He dropped it down. Didn't like what he was seeing as he drops back towards the back of the field. He's just kind of letting everybody go by.
Yeah, and it looks like Harold Rothery, he's dropped back now. He was leading it out, and now he's on that bottom line. But that top line is looking super fast. They're coming up into the turn now.
Yeah, that is the 81 of Daniel Dow on the outside. Looks like he drops down to the inside. Tyler Dalton, we just talked to, out there on that outside with the 40 of Brandon Pfeiffer right behind him. And Alex Green showing 13 on the overlay, but he is in the 3, which is the Dell Senior Throwback good wrench car.
Yeah, it does look like we're starting to be 3 wide back there. Who is that? The 41?
I got the 31. Yeah, I got the 31 of Brent Elmore on the outside. That is the 41 of Michael Madden in the middle, and the 11 of Chad Coleman on the inside. They are dooring each other going through the triover, out of the triover there into turns 1 and 2, with the 31 still on the outside.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to get that side draft going. For right now, it's working. Hopefully, yeah, there's a caution coming out too. But hopefully, I was going to say he would be able to keep up with them.
Yeah, we'll kind of see. Oh, that was Vicente Guerrero involved. Let's see if we can see what happened here real quick. That was Vicente Guerrero, the 46. Mark Mann, the 071 involved again, the 49 getting a piece of that as well.
Even I don't know if you could. Would you be able to share live in Discord?
Should be able to.
Okay, just so I can keep up with you, because like I said, this iRacing without having those camera views going back, it's just getting a little wacky when I'm trying to put it in reverse.
Yep, I'll share my screen there with you. There you go. So we're right here on Vicente. And Vicente's in the middle, the 46. That looked like maybe a little bit of net code. Let me get a closer view here. I don't know if
let's see if he touches them there.
Well, Vicente's coming up on the 46.
Yeah, just net coding there, it looks like. Yeah, he clears him there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I believe that was just net code. As Mark Mann was right there, nowhere for Mark to go. Of course, at 180 plus mile an hour, these, like I said, these cars are tough to stop. And that just collects so many people.
Wow. You see the back end of that car just lift up like it's nothing.
On the 071.
Wow.
That is Eric Laurie.
Oh, he doesn't just have 2 wheels off. He might have all 4.
Yeah, I believe he was completely airborne when he hit Mark Mann.
Nothing like a shot right to the driver door.
Yeah, he's got all 4 wheels up.
Oh!
Wow. Oh, and then the 37 just out of nowhere. That's Tyrone Harris. And Tyrone just finishes off the Eric Laurie in the 071.
Yeah, Eric not getting lucky with that one.
No, he is not, as somebody's tire is rolling down the track.
See you later.
Wow. There's 2 tires rolling down the track.
Oh, he's trying to catch up. That's what's happening there.
Man, what a shot. Well, that may cause several more drivers to drop out of the race. That is Wesley Donaldson down on pit road. Michael Hopp actually coming off of pit road, as well as Adam Pettit. James Durer down on pit road missing a right front wheel. I wonder if he's missing a back wheel too.
Yeah, unfortunate there. Hopefully, I don't think so, because he's not moving, so I don't think that fast repair was left for him.
Nope. So, but Tyrone Harris down on pit road. There was our other missing wheel. His right front is gone. Chris Walker as well on pit road. And Eric
found the
Laurie.
culprits.
It looks like Jimmy Reynolds may have called it a night, but it looks like Mr. Fuller is out of the race.
Yeah, Jimmy Reynolds there, 21 laps down.
So it looks like Justin Fuller may be out of the race. Brian Elmore, Doug Johnson, Chris Hoffman, Jimmy Reynolds, Rick Seabranch, Jeffrey Cox, Cody Eldred. Is he out on the track still? He is. Of course, Eric Laurie is still on pit road. So, well, back up.
As you were saying before, I was going to say, it's a night race.
It is.
And I love it.
Well, let's take a look at our track temperatures real quick. Vince, we're actually full on night here. Track temperature dropped to 84 degrees, so a lot better than the original 124 that they had in practice. Our air temperatures dropped to 81. Still got that 3-mile-an-hour wind, so that may actually be playing a little bit of a factor with the way these cars are drafting and the runs they're getting.
Yeah, absolutely, especially that side draft. I mean, it looks like they don't know how to keep a lane, but that's not it at all. It's just this track with these cars, you got to throw in the weather. It is so hard, especially if you're a pusher, just to stay on it and to stay in your lane there.
Definitely so. And I'll let you know, Mike, tomorrow when I get off work, we can meet up in the Maxspeed TV Discord, and I'll try to get some camera packs to you.
Yeah, that would be very helpful.
And then, if nothing else, we'll get you ATVO so you have a timing screen, and you can just click on their names and get them pulled up. All right, green flag back out. Chevy Lee and green flag waving once again on the loud pedal. Brandon Pfeiffer with a good lead, jump to the lead out there. Started out on the inside line. Jeff Hollingsworth on the inside has the 81 right there with him. I'm trying to see who the 81 is. That's Daniel Dow. But Brandon Pfeiffer dropping down to the inside with Tyler Dalton. Jimmy Hop there on the outside, making a run. Got a run with the 05 of Mr. Sanchez.
Oh, man, that was getting a little hairy there.
Where we at? Where are you looking at?
I was looking at that 3 wide, and they were touching.
That would be, looks like the 85 of Adam Kilday, the 92 of Nathan Nixon, and looks like the 24 of John Mustaine, who is scraping the wall.
Yeah, they're getting all over the place here.
Well, man, we're getting close. We're at lap 72 of 100. I figured we would start seeing some pretty aggressive moves. I figured we would definitely see the 3 wide. Ooh,
absolutely.
Hollingsworth getting pushed down to the apron. As he comes back up, we're spinning behind him. We got several cars getting caught up. Oh, Alex Green getting a shot there by the 00 of Greg Bourbonnaire.
Oh, man.
Let's see if we can take a look here, see who it takes us to with all that mayhem. We see the 16, which actually it's the 61 of Ben McDonald going around. See those guys getting pushed down to the apron. Let's get on Jeff Hollingsworth because that's where did he go? I don't see. There he is.
Yeah, I'm trying to see it here. It looked like the top line, couple rows back, they were getting real wiggly with their draft. I'm trying to look back here.
We're going to back this up because you can see Jeff fell back to about the 9th or 10th place spot. And I don't know if it was Netco, but something sent him down to the apron. I think he's seen the checkup.
Yep.
So instead of... you seen the flames come out. He checked up, but he tapped the 19, Tyler Dalton. Jeff went down to the apron as well as Tyler. And then right there, the 07, which I think is actually the 01 of Kevin West. It comes down to the top line, down to the bottom. And then we're 3 wide. I think that is where the stuff started happening towards the back of the field. Right there with the 16 and the 61, actually. And the 80 of Andrew Lutz.
Yeah, Ben McDonald there.
It looks like Andrew, the 36 and the 85, Andrew moves down thinking they were going to come down on him. And then Andrew comes back up, and the 16 or the 61's right there. Ooh, that was net code too.
Yeah, I was going to say they're almost 4 wide there, and that net coding, unfortunately, again, is going to be the culprit for this one. But it looks like it was going to happen anyways.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I agree with you there. I think it was going to happen either way. As we see bumpers flying off of the 50 or the 34.
Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit before with the new update. They said during those wrecks, those bumpers are going to come off.
I believe that is the 45 of Rick Ellison getting sideways. Was anybody hit him? Alex Green. And right there,
Oh,
the 00 of Greg Bourbonier.
I mean, it looks like he's just trying to get down bottom to stay out of it, and unfortunately, that's way too low.
Well, yeah, getting all the grass is just a little too low.
Just a little.
And, of course, locking it up, they ain't going to really do anything to get you slowed down on that grass. As we see, that's Everett Lane and Bubba Winningham getting caught up, the 27, way down on the grass by that inside wall. Well, that is going to bring out another caution with 26 to go. The lights on the pace car do go out. Jimmy Hopp, the guy we talked about a little bit earlier, up there in that P1 spot. Rick Sanchez. Now, Mike has been having some pretty good runs here of late on the OP series. Several top 3 finishes. I think the last couple of weeks he's actually finished P2 in a couple of races. So I know he's been due for a win, and tonight might be the night for him to get that victory.
Yeah, let's see if this top line, if they can get a run through the straightaway and into the turn, I mean, he can be able to jump right in front of Jimmy there.
We'll see what happens. Jimmy Hopp, your leader. Rick Sanchez, second. Isaiah Dupree in third. Michael Madden, fourth. Garrett Streets, fifth. Elmore in sixth. Pfeiffer, seventh. West in eighth. Masteus in ninth. And Hollingsworth rounding out your top 10. And if you see anything as far as guys getting out, let me know. Because right now, it looks like we've got several drivers that's out of the race. Justin Fuller, Brian Elmore, Doug Johnson, Chris Hoffman, Jimmy Reynolds, Rick Seabranch, Jeffrey Cox, and James McCrae all out of the race as we get ready to get back to our Geico restart zone. As you see, this flagman does have that Chevrolet green flag in his hand. The pace car dives off down to pit road once again. The green flag back out, folks. Chevrolet green flag waving once again on the loud pedal.
Yeah, it looks like the number 4 of Cody Eldred. He's going to be 3 laps down, but he's still out there.
Well, that's just determination. You never know what's going to happen. With 25 laps to go, as long as he don't get caught up in any of the wrecks, if he is the first car a lap down, As we see, I believe that is the 071 of Eric Laurie coming back out on the track.
Yeah, he's looking to get back out there.
So there it is. Rick Sanchez was able to get past that 51 of Jimmy Hop down on that inside line out to the front.
Just like I called, he got that run on the outside, came down, took that fast bottom line, and hopefully they can get a run here now. Like you said, not too many laps to go.
We were sitting there looking at you were talking. I didn't want to interrupt you. John Mustaine going back out to that high line, that third lane, making it 3 wide. That's Brandon Pfeiffer down low. That's Stephen Luttrell in the middle. Oh! And we're wrecking the 31, the 70, the 36.
This is the big one, folks.
This is a huge one. The 11 up on his side.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That is going to take most of the field out. I wonder what happened there.
I have no idea, but we're going to get back on this, get a rewind here, and then get back up towards the front. We're on, let's see.
Were we on lap 74?
We are lap 77.
77.
Right there, Vinny Maestas and the 37 or the 31. Let's get on the far chase.
Yeah, he just kind of gets pushed up and out of line there.
Where is Vinny's car at? I gotta find his name. With so many names, it's there we go. So we're gonna get right here. Looks like the 34 or the 31 goes up high.
Yeah, Brent Elmore there going up high. He just kind of gets pushed out of that pack.
And then Vinny was right there. Gets into the left corner.
I think that was another net code.
No, he actually touched him.
Did he touch him? I couldn't see from that angle if he touched him or if it just kind of...
Right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
just like I was talking before with the wind and everything playing. Once, you know, I mean, these guys, they're good drivers. You know, most of them are experienced, and when you get out of line like that and, you know, the car behind you, they don't have time to check up. They don't have time to, you know, process what's happening, and that's how quick big wrecks can happen.
And that was a big one because we're looking back through. There's the 19 of Tyler Dalton. The 40 of Brandon Pfeiffer. The 44 of Anthony English. That's actually the 07, I think. The 01. Getting a piece of it as well. Look at the 79. Jeff Hollingsworth.
79. Oh, man.
Up
He is
in
up
the
there.
air.
He's about to drop the people's elbow. Man.
Oh, the 24 of John Mustaine, just really nothing for him. You see the 48 there of Andrew Schroeder. The 85 Adam Kilday. The 81 of Danny. It says Danny. Who's the 81? Daniel Dow.
No doubt, yep. Yeah, just a massive wreck happening. I want to see how many cars end up coming out and how many are going to call it a day. Let's see how many people have that one fast repair that's sitting in their back pocket.
Well, it looks like Anthony English, Mark Mann coming out of pit road. Anthony English still on a pit road. Wesley Donaldson. We got several guys coming out. There's the 49 Adam Pettit, the 81 of Daniel Dow. Daniel must not have a fast repair because he's missing his whole front clip. Bentley Glazer coming out. Kevin West. Anthony English coming out. Donaldson coming out. Bourbonier coming out. Stephen Luttrell. Matthias Swank. Rick Ellison. Cody Eldred. John Mustaine. Eric Laurie's back out.
A lot of big names in that wreck.
Yeah.
It does look like Rick Sanchez. He wasn't touched in that. He's going to be up there in first.
Yeah, Rick was able. He was already up there, so good position for Rick, staying up in that top spot, the 51 of Jimmy Hop, right behind him. Michael Madden up on the high side in second. Isaiah Dupree in fourth. Garrett Street fifth. Vicente Guerrero in sixth. Alex Green in seventh. Bubba Winningham eighth. Benny Mastias ninth. Adam Kilday rounding out your top 10.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Looks like there's 12 count that are not coming back on the track.
Man, so that's a big majority of our field. We started with 52, actually 53, but James McCray didn't actually start the race. So we are down to, if we got 12 out, that puts us down to, what, 39 drivers?
Yeah. Yeah, and even though it looks like a massive crew still out on that track.
It looks like we're down to 42 drivers as the Chevrolet green flag comes out once again on the loud pedal with 20 to go. Rick Sanchez, your leader, he gets a good start with the 51 of Jimmy Hop right behind him. But that outside line, Michael Madden,
looks like the caution's back out.
It is.
I did not see what was going on there. I was kind of following the leaders through there.
Looked like it happened back here with the 00 of Greg Bourbonier. Looks like the 49 was checking up. The 45 was right there. And nothing, nowhere for the 00 to go. And he's just right up under that 45. Now the 49 is Adam Pettit. So I don't know if maybe Adam didn't start in the right gear or...
Yeah, I don't know. Steven, if you can replay that back just a little bit. It looked like there was some net coating of some sort that kind of... Let's see here. When the 45 comes up, maybe that's just the air getting through there. I don't know what happens, but I know, like you said, he checked up. I just want to see here. You see the 00 checking up hard.
Well, you'll see the 45 when they cross over the line on the loud pedal, and the 49, it just is not going anywhere. He's dropping down. The 45 checks up, and the 00 just right into the back end. I want to see if we go to a cockpit view. Let's rewind this a little bit. We are on board with the 49.
Like we said before, most of these restarts, when there's a caution immediately, it's just
he
checking up.
downshifted.
Yep.
He downshifted. Watch his RPM gauge.
Oh, yeah, he's banging rev limiter right there.
So they are coming to the restart zone. The green flag's out. He's accelerating. He upshifts, and then he downshifts.
Ugh. That's unfortunate.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the only good thing you can get out of there, I mean, 3 cars involved. Not a big wreck like we just saw. So hopefully those guys can get back out there and get back on that lead lap.
Yeah, it looks like he may have hit the eject button and ended his night.
Yeah. Yeah, I see here. How many cars now? Let's see. We had 12.
Looks like Fuller's out, Elmore's out, Johnson's out, Hoffman's out. I don't see Adam Pettit's car anymore, so I think he's taking his car behind the wall.
Let's see, is John still out there? No. 24 John, he was involved with that big wreck before. It looks like he's out. I love that Cody Eldridge, the number 4 car. He's still 3 laps down. He is still out there just chugging.
Well, I mean, we're 18 to go, Mike, and you know, if he stays clean, stays out of the wrecks, then he's going to get his wave around. He'll get his, if he's the first car a lap down, he will get his lucky dog. But it looks like Matthias Swank is actually maybe the first car a lap down.
Yeah, I want to see after this. We were talking about the no contact. You get those bonus points. I'm going to put maybe 1 car. Maybe 1 car gets through.
We may have just maybe a handful. But we'll see. But right now, I got to say this. Our biggest mover right now is this gentleman right here. And that is Isaiah Dupree, up 40 spots.
Yeah, it looks like he started in 44th. He's now up to 4th.
That's crazy.
Yeah, as you talked before, right place, right time, staying out of those wrecks, using those cautions to your advantage with good pit stops, that can make a difference.
Yes, it can. Of course, I do appreciate everybody tuning in once again. Everybody out there in chat. Our viewers are kind of dropping. People may be getting tired. I understand. We are 17 to go. With 26
a lot
viewers.
Of cautions.
Yeah, a
Not
lot
as
of
much,
cautions.
actually, to be honest, I thought maybe, first time watching this Thursday Night League, and I was thinking, okay, we're at Daytona. We got new updates to the cars. It's once I saw that temperature of the track, I was thinking, all right, maybe there's going to be a lot more cautions. And you know what? We've had a lot of cautions, but a lot of early restart cautions.
And believe it or not, that's where most of our cautions have come from. I mean, we've had a few where drivers tried to clear themselves and wasn't clear. A couple of bad pushes, but most everything has been on the restart as the Chevy Land green flag is back out once again on the loud pedal with 17 to go. We're going to see what happens here, folks. See if they can get these last 17 laps in on the green side.
Yeah, usually with these few laps to go, we're gonna see a couple more come out. People just being overly aggressive, trying to move up, trying to get 3 wide. And you know what? I love that racing.
It always makes it exciting. That is for sure. As we got some action going on back here, I look back and I see somebody. That is the 36 of Stephen Luttrell down on the apron, making sure it's safe to get back on the racing service. Now, the guys that's on the racing surface does not have to yield to those guys.
It looks like Adam Kilday. He was up there 3 wide, and he's dropping back now.
He is still on that outside line. That is Adam Kilday in the 85 on the outside as the 80 of Andrew Lutz dropping down to the apron. That is the 50. Ooh, Brandon Pfeiffer getting loose.
Could they save it?
Nope,
No.
They are wrecking. It looked like Brandon Pfeiffer may have hit that apron and got loose. Well, let's take a look here and see who it takes me to. Well, there is Brandon Pfeiffer. We're going to get on his car real quick, get on that chase view. It almost looked like maybe Andrew might have got him just a little bit off center of a push. It got Brandon loose. You see Andrew letting off. You see the flames coming up. But, yeah, got him a little bit off center. Got him loose.
Oh, and he tried saving it.
A little bit of net code between them two right there. Andrew up into that 61 machine. And then Andrew just right around. And the 48 of Schroeder.
Oh. Nowhere to go there.
Nowhere to go. And the 4 of Cody Eldred, unfortunately, with him being a lap down, that's not going to get his lap back.
No, absolutely not. That's unfortunate to see tonight.
Yes, it is. And a good thing is the rest of the field looks like they were able to get it shut down to avoid everything else. So, man, rough night for some of these guys. As we get back live, we are going to be up here with Rick Sanchez, still your leader. Jimmy Hop in second, Michael Madden in third, Vicente Guerrero fourth, Garrett Streets in fifth. See a little bit of juking going on, looking like they're going to drop down to the pit road.
Yeah, he was maybe faking some of the guys out.
Well, with 100% fuel, let's look at our pitch strategy. Another one of our new little tools here. Looks like the leaders have been out here 25 laps, so not really sure what their exact fuel mileage or their lap mileage, so to speak, is going to be. But
yeah, I know we talked about before the tires. They really here at Daytona, they shouldn't make a difference. They have 3 sets, which should be plenty, but that fuel being at 100%, they should be good, but we will see.
Definitely. So let's go ahead, and while we're still under our caution and the lights are still on, I want to get our green flag sponsor up in the booth. Bubba Winningham with Chevy Land. Bubba, man, it's kind of rough out there, Bubba.
Hey, buddy. Well, you know what? We've all gotten to know each other quite well in this first inaugural race of the season, and we have survived. We're rocking the top 10 right now. We're going to see if we can hold it together.
Well, you know, when we were talking to Alex, and Alex was surprised about the car count. What an amazing field to start this opening night for Thursday night.
It really is. You know, I think this is season 5 for the Throwback League, and it's grown each season. Now, every season kickoff, when there's a Daytona race, you get a lot of the OP and CFM guys that will come over and race in this one. And next week, you won't have some of those guys back, but it's really cool to see 50-plus for the first race in the season. Alex has done a great job putting this group together, and there's a lot of good guys in this group out here.
Well, real quick, we got a new broadcaster we're trying out. Hopefully we can get him on full time, get him doing some broadcasts of his own. But Mike Taldo is up here with me, Bubba. Mike, you got anything for Bubba real quick?
First off, congratulations, top 10 right now. Bubba, how you looking for fuel? How we looking?
I topped off here a while back. I was dead last 20 laps ago. And so anyway, I'm good to go. We can run this thing as long as we need to go.
Awesome. And now, do you still have that one fast repair sitting in your pocket?
I do not. I had to use mine much earlier. And
as many of people probably have, yeah.
So, yeah, it's all just keep your eyes open and use your brake pedal tonight for the rest of the race. You know?
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
Although we're going to try to pass a few people. I want to get up there with my buddy Richard Sanchez in first place and see if I can get me a top 5 maybe.
Well, real quick, Bubba, what's going on at Chevy Land right now? Y'all got anything going on, specials or anything like that?
Yeah, you know, trucks. Chevy's putting lots of money on trucks right now. We got $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 off Silverados. good financing, and we deliver all over the continental United States. Just go to Chevrolet.com, check us out. We can do everything online and deliver to you.
And don't forget, when you go down there, be sure you tell Bubba and his crew that Maxspeed TV sent you. Well, good luck,
Appreciate you, buddy.
Good luck, Bubba. We will talk to you soon.
All right,
Good luck,
man. See
Bubba.
you, bud.
All right. Well, good to talk to Bubba. He's a great guy. If you guys have not ever really sat and talked to Bubba, man, he's just a wonderful, wonderful gentleman. And he does a lot for our leagues, Mike. He really does.
Yeah, that's awesome, and especially sponsoring the green flag. Sounds like an awesome dude.
Very awesome. Well, here we go, folks. Chevrolet Green Flag out once again on the loud pedal. Rick Sanchez is your leader. You heard Bubba trying to get up there to him to help push him to the win. Now, Rick has pushed several guys over the last couple of weeks to the win. Like I said, he is due. Madison Ball out there rooting on Vinny Maestas. Of course, Vinny right now sitting there in 10th spot. He's got a good crew around him with the 3 of Alex Green, the 85 of Adam Kilday. Adam is probably one of the better pushers in the OP league. But a lot of these guys are really good drivers. As man, Sanchez in that 41 getting a great run down on that inside line.
Yeah, and it helps with these last few laps that are going to be coming up to have a good pusher behind you. You need that push because these guys are going to be locking up together, and they're going to be trying to get that P1.
Oh, the 41 makes a move to the outside in front of Jimmy Hop, the 51. But that 33, that is Garrett Streets. Oh, somebody hard up into the outside wall. That's going to collect several cars. Oh, another big one.
Wow.
And I don't know who that was. I think that was that 51 machine that went hard into that outside wall. Man, a lot of carnage there, Mike. Let's go back and look and see. As we see the 51 right there. That was Vicente Guerrero right there with him. Let me find the 51 car. Here
and now it looks from your view too. It looks like he might have got a shot, or I don't know if they up or, but it looks like he got a shot from behind.
Well, that's what we're going to look at right here. Again, looks like the 51 staying up close to that high side, and I don't know why he would go up that high, but I mean, to each their own. He's trying to get something going, and that is Vicente Guerrero right there. Vicente kind of dropping it down, trying to maybe get a little bit of side draft on that lower line. And the 51 was just right there. You see Vinny trying to let off of it. But by then it was too late. The 51 hard into that outside wall.
Oh, man. Yeah, he took a big shot. And he's just collecting cars behind him there. As you see people trying to get out of the way. Sometimes they might even have a spotter tell them to go high because they see some smoke down low, and people are just collecting.
Yeah, and then looks like some people are doing some ARCA braking there as well. And what we mean by that, folks, is not really braking or lightly braking, not enough to slow the car down, and just right into the rest of the field. Man, that was a hard lick by the 51, though, to that outside wall.
Yeah, I mean, when that happens in front of you, a lot of the times, if you're so close and you're not braking, you close your eyes and you pray.
Exactly. Well, here's another little feature for you guys out there in YouTube. Excuse me. It's called the Battle for Position. Well, and right now we're at a battle for first with Michael Madden, Rick Sanchez, Garrett Streets, Isaiah Dupree, Vicente Guerrero, your top 5. Vinny Maestas up to 6, Bubba Winningham in 7th, Gary Bergeron in 8th, Chad Coleman in 9th, Larry Eddy in 10th, and then Jeff Hollingsworth right here in 11th. Charlie Woods in 12th, Ross Rawlings 13th, Nick Weed 14th, Kevin West in 15th. Brandon Pfeiffer 16th, Greg Bernier in 17th, Wesley Donaldson 18th, Michael Hopp in 19th, Harold Rothery in 20th, Andrew Lutz 21st. Looks like Anthony English down on pit road, Tyler Dalton, Bentley Glazer, Daniel Dow, Hunter Carlson, Adam Kilday, Nathan Nixon, Stephen Luttrell, Ben McDonald, Alex Green, Mark Mann, Jimmy Hopp coming off of pit road. Looks like his right front tire up off the ground.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like one of the modifieds or one of the late models coming around a dirt track.
I was just going to say that. The late models coming around the dirt track. It looks exactly like it.
Matthias Swank out there. Jimmy Hopp just crashed. So he ended up towing. I think he has called it a night.
Yeah, another guy to look at is Bubba in the 66 Winningham. He started 37th, and he's up in the top 10 at 7th.
Yeah, he's up 30 spots. And then Isaiah Dupree is still our biggest mover, though, up in 40th. And he started 44th, so he's up 40 spots.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Got eye pacing and most laps led from Eric as the pace car.
You might be right on that.
He might be. Of course, Belva and Netsby are always diehard 05 Rick Sanchez fans. I can't say I blame them, but you can almost guarantee, doesn't matter where Rick's running, you got Belva and Netsby and all them rooting for Sanchez.
Yeah, I'm excited with 7 laps to go here. Anything can happen. It's still anyone's race. We'll see if Michael can hold off. It's gonna be tough. That Isaiah, I mean, like you just said, he just jumped up 40 spots. You know, he's got to be fast over there. I'm not too sure if he's running the high line or the low line. Like I said before, the low line is still just looking a little bit faster. But once they get a push on that outside run and they can drop down in front, they're gonna be looking at a good position.
Well, right now, Isaiah Dupree is sitting in 4th spot on that outside line, right behind the 05 of Rick Sanchez. Again, we are 7 to go, so it's fixing to get really exciting. We're probably definitely going to see some 3-wide action. And of course, I know
if it wasn't exciting as it was, it's been exciting with, obviously the crashes. We don't like the crashes. People, folks at home might like them. We don't like them. We like to stay green. We like good racing. But I mean, man, some hard hits tonight.
Yes, it has been. The pace car will dive off down to pit road once again. Michael Madden, your leader. You're going to be starting the field. Now, the leader does have control. As we see the flagman got that Chevrolet green flag in his hand. Green flag back out, folks. Here we go on the ladle pedal. We'll see if these guys can get something going here. Sanchez door-to-door with that 33 of Garrett Streets. Vicente Guerrero jumping to that outside line, but an immediate caution. As soon as we go green, well, that took me back to that, but we don't want that, so we're going to go ahead and just do this live rewind here. Ben's it's not wanting to register what happened. It's going to be right after the start zone. Let's go ahead and let's look back here. I think it's going to be in this area right here.
Yeah, probably another one of those cautions after restart. Like you said before, we're seeing a lot of those and most likely checking up, but it could be because some of these cars don't have a fast repair and there's damage.
Oh, that's the 80 or 95. See him getting really loose. That's Michael Hopp.
Yeah, and he's hopping around.
Let's see. Well, it took me to Michael Hopp.
Let's see if he gets up into this outside wall here. No.
No, he just went sideways, collected Harold Rothery. I don't know if his tires were worn, but he was definitely spinning the tires.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if maybe he started off in too low of a gear, and he just kind of spun them, and he just couldn't catch it.
Well, let's go back here. We'll rewind this a little bit. We'll get into a cockpit view, and we'll just watch his tack.
Yeah, you can see him playing with that steering wheel right there, back and forth, and
Yeah,
he tries to save it.
He lost traction. You can just see the RPMs jump up to almost 9,000. And almost like he's having some steering wheel issues the way he's working that steering wheel.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, he's thrashing that back and forth. I think he's going to have some... Maybe he's got unknown, front end damage. Obviously not on the outside, but in the interior of the car there, that is not good to see, especially with how many laps left we have to go.
Exactly. Well, Michael Madden is your leader with 4 laps to go, so this will be won't be an overtime GWC, so this will be an official GWC when we get going here.
Yeah, and I believe we were talking about before. I think there's 2.
There is 2 GWCs.
Okay.
Of course,
Yeah,
we
like
you said, we want to see green flag racing because if not, it makes it for a long night.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes, it does. And I know I was talking to you about the other day, Josh's race. And I mean, I think it took 4, maybe 5 hours.
Well, they did an actual Daytona 500 though, so they did 200 laps, and that even Josh was like, "Man, that just flat wore me out."
Yeah, props to him. That's tough.
I'm sitting here looking at my event viewer here, and it said Rick Ellison crashed, and it said that Everett Lane crashed. Oh, Everett Lane down on the infield. Well,
What happened to him there?
I do not know, but Everett Lane is stopped on the infield.
That might prevent us from going green.
It very might. Well, iRacing may have the pace car turn its lights back on. We'll see what happens, but Everett Lane is down on the infield. But keep an eye on Everett for me.
That's what I will do. It does look like, too, Michael Hopp, he was given the EOL after that.
As we come around, Everett Lane's still down on the infield. There he goes. He's finally moving. So he was waiting on the field to get caught up and going to take that EOL. Well, here we go, folks. This will be the official green-white-checkered under regulation. We get back to the restart zone. Chevy Lane green flag back out once again. .41 of Michael Madden on the outside, dropping it down to the inside in front of Garrett Street's Rick Sanchez in third. Vicente Guerrero stuck on the outside with no help. And the 86 of Isaiah Dupree. Ooh, Garrett Sheets going to the outside. Rick Sanchez, hard hit on the 41. Pushing him up to the front. Here comes the 86, but outside, Gary Bergeron and the 11 of Chad Coleman getting a run. The 91 coming up with Wesley Donaldson. Again, we are going to be running 3 wide back here, folks. Got to make it to the line here, to the white flag. Then whatever happens after that is going to happen. Now, Mike, I told you when we start getting to the end, it's going to be hard to get a word in because I am going to be trying to call the best I can with all this action. But looking back here, look at this 3 wide, 4 or 5 rows deep, what you wanted to see, buddy.
Yeah, that's exciting. You know what? You keep it up. You're doing great. And you just keep calling it. I'm loving it.
Oh, Sanchez to the outside. A shot by the 70 of Benny Mayes. Look at the run they're getting. That's pushing Sanchez.
Bat.
And they're wrecking. Oh, no. Vinny got the 5.
Oh, no.
Bubba Winningham getting caught up. Big wreck behind him. Benny Mayes is going to take the win. Who is going to come through, make it through to get that P2 spot? Looks like Nick Wing right now. Going to take the P2 with the hood over his windshield. And then so is Daniel Dow in that P3 spot.
Oh, man.
Unbelievable.
Not the finish I wanted to see, but is that not entertaining?
That was crazy.
Wow.
Wow.
There goes the fireworks. And I mean, I still see on my screen, there are bumpers and hoods and wheels just flying everywhere.
Wow. That was insane finish. But Vinny Maestas with the win. Nick Wing in second. Daniel Dow in a third.
Man.
Of course, these guys, I don't know if they will do a post-race campfire, but admins will take a look at everything, I'm sure, and see what is going to happen. But hang tight, folks. We're going to step aside. We will get our top 3 up here for the post-race interview. Hang tight. We will be right back. All right, folks, we are back. Let me get some stuff off the screen here. And we will get to our third place finisher tonight. Mr. Daniel Dow. We'll get him into our broadcast channel here. Daniel, man, what a finish. I don't know how you was able to see the track to get back to the start-finish line. Because that hood was kind of Well, it was
It
trying
was
to.
flapped up in my face. I couldn't see anything. All I could see was the yellow line somewhat. I was trying to use it as a guide to just make it to the finish line.
Man, what a crazy finish, though. I mean, you guys look like y'all had everything going right there at the end, and then all carnage took place.
Oh yeah, I was up toward the front with probably, I don't know, 40, 50 to go, and something happened up there, caused a big melee. I got in it. I had to use my fast repair and went to the back, and then come back and got in somebody else's mess again. And my max, I had like 11 minutes worth of damage. So every time there was a caution, I'd peek on pit road and get about a minute and a half at a time. And finally got from 11 minutes all the way down to 5, and it got my max speed back up to right at like 169. So I had no chance at finishing a decent race here, but somehow or another, chaos broke out on the last lap, last corner, and I snuck through there and made it to the end.
Well, I know Mike's going to have some questions, and I hope I don't take any questions from him, but let's talk now. Did you run this league last season?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay, so new season starts. What was your impression with the car count tonight?
Oh, man, it was huge. Like, couldn't ask for a bigger car count. But anytime you get that many cars on a super speedway, it's a recipe for disaster. I say this in our group all the time. Like, a super speedway race with that many cars really shouldn't be more than 30 to 40 laps, because this is what happens. You know, you usually ride a lot of green flag laps, and then 20 to 30 to go, everybody's ready to go to the front, and you just hope and pray that you're able to finish the race.
Well,
it's crazy.
Awesome job, buddy. Mike, you got anything for Daniel?
Daniel, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it very much.
I'm going to keep it short and sweet. You started 11th, finished 3rd for the first, race of the season. Just give me your thoughts on tonight's race.
Chaos. That'd be a good word for it. I mean, it was crazy. Like, like I said, super speedway, you get a lot of people out there. Then you add in the mixture. We were running with probably 20 to 25 last season, and now you've got 40 plus. I mean, it's a recipe for disaster. But I mean, speedways are winter to where everybody knows that. It's really not a ton of skill in this. It's just surviving, and somehow, luckily, I was able to survive.
Yeah, well said.
With a terrible car. So I mean, like, I had 0 speed.
Yeah, me and Steven were talking before about the update with the Gen 4. Did you run last updates?
Yeah, we
Gen
run.
4?
No, I mean, like, whenever they did the update, we run. Our season was pretty much over. I missed like the last one. We were down in Florida on vacation, and then when we come back, we did some recruiting races, and I run a couple of those. And man, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be interesting next week. Front tire wear is a serious issue with this thing, so it's going to be fun to see how all that plays out.
Yeah, awesome. All right. Well, like I said before, congratulations on P3.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it very much. Appreciate all y'all do, and like I said, hopefully looking forward to an exciting season.
Well, we got Chicagoland coming up next week, Daniel. How do you like that track?
I really love it. I mean, that track puts on a great race typically, and I think we went there, if I'm not mistaken, in one of the recruitment races, and it was a great race. So it if it wasn't for this league, it was for another one. But I mean, it was definitely a handful, but man, it was fun. Chicagoland is really going to put on a good show, I believe.
All right, buddy. Well, I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic over to you, Daniel. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, things you want to give before you go celebrate, buddy?
Man, just appreciate all my teammates, Rev Racing, Sean Kozier, he's the leader of us. He's just not with us tonight, and just everybody that helps put this league on. Alex and all the guys, all the admins, and like I said, it's not an easy job. It's pretty much a thankless job, but just want to tell them thank you for all they do. All
right, buddy. Well, go celebrate. We're going to go ahead and send you up to that post-race campfire so you guys can discuss about the stuff tonight. And, man, congratulations and have a good night, buddy.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
All right. Well, folks, that is going to bring us to our second-place finisher here. Let me get on his car. and get this put on, and we'll get him down. Where is he at? There he is. Into our broadcast booth. Nick Wing, another guy that finished or crossed the finish line there with the hood over his windshield, trying to become his truck lid. Man, Nick, what a wild finish, bud.
Yeah. It was kind of disappointing seeing everybody get wrecked in the whole field, just besides one car that got away lucky.
Well, man, overall, though, I mean, opening night for the league, for the new season, 53 cars. Was y'all expected this many people to show up?
It was a hit and miss. I could expect it, but then I wasn't really worried about it. It was going to solve its issues anyways eventually.
Well, I mean, overall, you had a pretty decent run. I think you got kind of caught up in some stuff early. Didn't know. I think you might have had to use your fast repair early or not. I don't know. But talk a little bit about your race, how it went for you, how you felt.
Car felt good, but yes, I had to use the fast repair earlier. Then I got hunted checking up for a wreck, and I thought I was going to end up with more damage than I did, and I didn't. So I was just hanging off, finding a safe spot, and well, there was nowhere safe tonight. I mean, you're either in it or you're lucky not to be in it.
Well, man, awesome job. I mean, you did pick up 31 spots for tonight to finish in P2. But I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic over to, Mike, our prospect broadcaster here. I'm sure he's got a few questions for you.
Yeah, Nick, again, congratulations. Like Steven was saying, you went up 31 spots? I mean, we were talking to Daniel a little bit, how was those front tires?
They were fine as long as you weren't shoving right underneath the guy to where you're getting too tight underneath. Behind him. But if you're around the guy's bumper, you're going to push up a little bit. But most of the time, if you're not full throttle and then just letting off a little bit, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, absolutely. And we did see a lot of cautions come right after the restart. Did you have any problem with your car or anyone behind you getting into you during the restart checking up?
No, but I got in the back end of somebody. So, and like I said, it was just leaving the gaps on the outside, pulling back up, and checks were happening.
Yeah, again, congratulations on second place, 170 points. Amazing job.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, Nick, awesome job. We got Chicagoland next week. Are you looking forward to that track?
Not really.
Brutal honesty. We like it. That's all right, though, buddy. Well, congratulations, Nick. I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic over to you. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, bud?
I'd like to thank everybody that puts on this league and you guys. And by the way, I prefer super speedways and short tracks.
All right, bud. We're going to go ahead and we'll get you up there to that post-race campfire. You can stay in there or do what you need to do, buddy. Congratulations. Go celebrate. We will see you next week, bud.
Yep.
Well, that's going to bring us to our winner tonight. We'll get on his car here. We'll get Vinny up here, and I put him back down into the podium winners. But let me move Nick real quick up to the post-race campfire there. And but Vinny Maestas, like I said, buddy of mine, glad to see him out here. Got the win tonight. Man, let's talk about it. Let's, man, how did you feel out there? How the cars feel? And, the mic's yours, man. What do you think?
I gotta say these cars are a lot of fun, but the field was pretty good in the start, and I think once we got rolling and we had a few cautions come in, it was just a rollover effect. But yeah, the car felt good. Just damage was a big crucial thing. Tires weren't nothing, but fuel became a strategy. But at the same time, you got cautions around here. But it was a lot of fun. It wasn't the way I wanted it to end. Very unfortunate, but I'm happy with it. I'll take it.
Well, awesome job. Of course, you had a good crew running with you down there in that team. A lot of guys that you've run with before. How was it running with some of these newer guys or these other guys that you hadn't really run with before?
It's such a big field. It's kind of hard to, especially at a super speedway. But I think there's some good drivers in here. I think we'll be able to, tell who they are once we get through the season in different tracks.
Well, of course, coming from the leagues that we come from, Benny, we're used to running some of these tracks that we're going to be running this season, especially the track coming up next week, Chicagoland. I know in the past when I've run with you on that track, you've always done a great job. Was always fast. One of the guys that I always try to keep up with but never could. So you're going to have something for these guys next week at Chicagoland?
Yeah, I'm going to give it all. I'm going to do my best and try to figure this car out. It's the second time I've ever ran it. But we'll see how it is on these different tracks and how tire wear is and, all that comes to play. Got to learn it again. So, yeah, we'll see. I'll definitely do what I got to do and be as competitive as possible.
All right. Well, I'm going to turn the mic over to my co-commentator, Mr. Tally is what I'm going to call him. I'm sure he's got a few things for you, Benny.
Yeah, Vinny, again, congratulations. You started 4th. You finished 1st. I want to say, did you have a 0X on the top of your screen?
Later in the race, or you mean overall?
Overall.
No, I had 4X. I have to look, honestly, but let me see.
I was looking for someone that had a 0X getting that +2 points, but, who needs it now? You got 175 points, first place, first race of this season. Just give me a little play-by-play about the end there and what was happening in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, that was a tough one, man. We had a good run. I seen, these guys were starting to split off a little bit, and I had to think pretty quick and trying to figure out who to push. And I found that person, and I pushed him, and we started taking off. I was going to wait to the very end. Usually it's like the turn 4 thing, and I seen the opportunity he left open, and I took it. Not the way I wanted it to end. I didn't think it'd be that quick, but, I'd give a shout-out to him and apologize for that. But all in all, it's racing. It's tough. Things happen. Happens really quick, but, we're here, and we're on the victory lane.
Yeah. Again, awesome job tonight, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Well, Benny, I know that you've always been the type of racer that you don't do anything intentionally. I know, and it was just a bad circumstance right there, and it takes a big man to apologize, and I'm sure he's going to look back and see that. And but awesome job, man. I'm going to turn the mic over to you as usual. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, buddy?
Yeah, everyone with OP and Maxspeed TV and everyone who put this together and OGR, these guys are, we're raced against them and, now I'm racing with them. So we'll see how that goes and plays out in the season. But, yeah, shout out to them. Worked with them all night. It was tough and, nail biting and everything that comes with that, But that's pretty much it for me. Appreciate you guys.
All right, bud. Well, we're going to go ahead and send you on up to that post-race campfire because you guys will be going over the incidents tonight, have y'all's say and everything. Of course, congratulations again, Benny. Good to see you, buddy. Glad to see you out here on the track and calling the race once again.
Appreciate it. Likewise, man.
We'll go in, Vinny.
Thank you.
All right. Well, man, what a finish! Little bit of a wild finish there, but Mike, man, it was an awesome job tonight that you did. Glad to have you coming up. Be looking forward to seeing you Saturday night. Now, don't forget, Saturday night is our OP Unlimited, presented by Butt Kicker, right here on Maxspeed TV. I'm not exactly sure where they're at, but we're getting close on that league to getting into the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for Saturday. Apologize some of the people out there with the hiccups. Hopefully we can get this all settled up so I'll be able to keep up to speed a little bit more with Steven. He did a great job tonight. Awesome job keeping me in the loop with everything. And yeah, I had a lot of fun tonight. It was a fun race, a little unorthodox with how many cautions we had coming out of here. But I mean, at the end, nothing more that I would want is to see a great finish. Unfortunately, Sanchez there, I mean, he was running so great up the front, and then, you know, chaos unfolded, and you have Vinny coming out with the win.
Yeah, I had a feeling that tonight was going to be his night, but it just wound up not being that way. Of course, that is super speedway racing, folks. Anything can happen. But, well, Mike, we're going to go ahead and get to our unofficial results. This is going to be pending any admin stuff. They are actually in the post-race campfire right now. Your winner is that number 70 of Vinny Maestas. Nick Wing in second, Daniel Dow third, Tyler Dalton in fourth, Michael Madden in fifth, Alex Green sixth, Adam Kilday seventh, Wesley Donaldson in eighth, Michael Hop ninth, Stephen Luttrell finishing with the top 10 finish, Rick Sanchez there in 11th, Charlie Woods 12th, 13th, Nathan Nixon, 14th, Gary Bergeron, Hunter Carlson in 15th, Ross Rawlings 16th, Jeff Hollingsworth in 17th, Brandon Pfeiffer in 18th. So looking on through the field, Bubba Whittingham finishing in 19th, Anthony English 20th, Ben McDonald in 21st, Larry Eddy 22nd, Chad Coleman 23rd, Greg Bourbonier in 24th, Garrett Streets in 25th, Isaiah Dupree 26th, Bentley Glazer 27th, Andrew Lutz 28th. Finishing 29th, Vicente Guerrero in 30th, Kevin West. Mark Mann finishing 31st, Harold Rothbury 32nd. 33rd, Matthias Swank. 34th, Cody Eldred. 35th, Rick Ellison. 36th, Brent Elmore. 37th, Jimmy Hop. 38th, Andrew Schroeder. Finishing 39th was Everett Lane. 40th, Eric Laurie. Adam Pettit in 41st. Harris Walker in 42nd. John Mustaine 43rd. 44th, James Durer. 45th, Tyrone Harris. 46th, Justin Fuller. 47th, Doug Johnson. 48th, Brian Elmore. In 49th, Chris Hoffman. 50th, Rick Seabrands. 51st, Jimmy Reynolds. 52nd, Jeffrey Cox. And 53rd, actually just starting the race. He never actually started, but James McCray in that last spot. Well, folks, that's going to do it for us here tonight on Maxspeed TV. Again, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Mike, thank you so much for coming up here. Looking forward to calling Saturday night, and man, hopefully we could get you something, or you can bring in some new leagues if Josh gives the okay. We'll get you all set up, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. Great support coming out to watching my first commentating with you. I mean, you did a great job keeping me up to speed with everything. We got through some hiccups there. I just I got the first race done. That's all that matters.
First race jitters out of the way, right?
Yeah, exactly. And like I said before, you did an awesome job. It was awesome to co-host with you, and I can't wait for Saturday.
Well, we're going to go ahead and go through some of our viewers out there that was talking it up in chat. Eric W. Netsby, Madison Ball out there rooting on her husband, Vinny, Matthew Vena, I guess one of your buddies out there, co-workers, Lorna Luttrell, Belva Feltz. I don't know who this. I'm probably going to butcher this name. Well, Frack. We'll just say Frack. I'm not going to even try to do that. But see, William Luttrell I know was out there. Netsby. Andrew Lutz Jr. Dubs out there tuning in, rooting on his dad, Andrew Lutz. Braden Kaus out there. Camille, go easy on Mike, please. I know he's probably a handful, I'm sure, but go easy on the guy, okay? Garrett Street's jumping in there. Hey, buddy, pleasure to broadcast your guys' race. Always have fun broadcasting these OP races, but let's see. Who am I missing? I know I'm missing some people.
We got Matthew Stornable that was in here. He was rooting me on.
Yeah, Fish on Adventures, Mike Edgerton, Sean Kozer. I think Daniel said it was one of his teammates that wasn't here tonight. So Kalen Thomas out there as well, rooting on Stephen Luttrell. Let's see. Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody.
I was marking them off with you. It looks.
Brendan Kennedy, one of our other mods. So glad to see our mods coming in and taking care of things. Of course, Mike. Again, big shout out, buddy. You did awesome. You only get better with time.
Yeah, exactly. And just trying not to step over you. I mean, you're doing amazing play-by-play, especially that ending. You were not kidding. You were play-by-play. I mean, they were going crazy. I wasn't trying to butt in, but I mean, at the end, I think I let out a little screech when I saw those cars turning on that last lap right before the checkered flag. But man, it was an amazing race. It has its highs, it has its lows. And Steven, I don't know how many times I could say it. You did an amazing job. I appreciate for you guys and the whole Maxspeed TV for helping me out and getting me on here for my first race.
No worries, man. We're looking forward to Saturday night. Until then, folks, that's going to do it for us here tonight on Maxspeed TV. We will see you Saturday. But until then, folks, please have a good night. Stay safe. Hope everybody has the great rest of their week and has an awesome weekend. We will see you Saturday night right here, 7:45 Central, 8:45 Eastern. We will be live once again. Myself and Mike will be up in the booth. Until then, folks, we will see you Saturday night.